Does it work now? Yes! What's up, guys? How's everybody doing today? I have my buddy KP here today. We're going to be talking some NBA basketball. We got the play-in game starting, and I have currently the Pacers destroying the Hornets by 26 points right now. I don't know if you paid attention to that or not, but it's not looking good for the Hornets. Let's see about maybe some other people joining in. That's fine. And getting this reorganized. But anyway, how you doing today, KP?
Doing great. School's coming to an end, so I'm gonna have a little bit more time on my hands. My
Uh-oh.
sports is finally all done, which is nice, but it kind of sucks because we didn't have a postseason for track this year.
Oh,
But living the dream, about to go on summer vacation, man. So can't wait.
there you go. Yeah, KP is a teacher. I don't know if some of you may have been around back in the day when we did the 94 feet show, and then KP went ahead and get busy on me with school, coaching, his own schooling. So he's been very. You just got your master's, right?
I'm working on it. I just finished my first year.
Oh, first year of master's. That's what it was.
About 2 more years, so I'll be done after that.
Awesome. All right. Well, first off, I'm going to talk with you guys about you guys being the chat about what happened in Washington news. He is a Chicago Bears fan, so this doesn't mean much to him. But Washington football team gives right tackle Morgan Moses the okay to seek a trade, sources say. And for me, this came out of nowhere. And what sucks is that I actually liked our depth at tackle. I liked that Cornelius Lucas and Leno could have tried to be the starting left tackle, kind of compete for that. And then whoever lost that job would be our swing tackle. But it seems like maybe the Leno signing was actually to try to bring in a replacement for Morgan Moses, unless that maybe our draft pick Samuel Cosme is maybe going to be our starting right tackle now. Maybe they're moving him to right. He played left tackle in college. I don't know. He didn't super impress me in college as a left tackle, but as a right tackle, it might be a little bit better for him. But very interestingly, nonetheless, that I don't know why. But you know what? I will say this. I'm not attached to Morgan Moses. So if we did go ahead and trade Morgan Moses, it's not the end of the world, but it definitely, I wouldn't just give him away just for the sake of giving him away. I liked our tackle depth. And some people, they may think that Sadiq Charles could still play tackle. Personally, I think he needs to move inside to guard. Jerron Christian is a lost cause. He should be off the team. I don't like him at all at tackle, period, left or right. So without Moses, now we're down to Leno and Lucas as our starters, and now we're back to Sadiq Charles is going to be our swing. But we still have Samuel Cosme. I don't know. It's interesting. But I just think it hurts our depth if we get rid of Morgan, because I think Morgan is a very capable starting right tackle, and if he were to go down, we had replacements behind him that could still step up. So I like that part about keeping Morgan, but I would definitely be interested to see what we potentially could get for him. Nonetheless, Washington also has tackles Cornelius Lucas, Jerron Christian, David Sharp. David Sharp still on the team? God, we have so much. We have a lot of offensive line currently on this team. So it's I guess if you're going to get rid of a position, that's not a bad position to get rid of and save some money and maybe sign Jonathan Allen long term. So anyway, that's my thoughts on right tackle Morgan Moses. As I said, KP is a Bears fan, so he has no strong opinion, I'm sure, on except you're a Bears fan. So tell me about how you felt about Leno Jr., your old left tackle.
Yeah, Charles Leno.
Yeah, Charles Leno.
Yeah. I liked him. He was on the team for I think 6 years or something like that. I don't know how long he was on the team, but he was solid. I mean, it was time for him to go. I mean, we drafted Borum from Mizzou and Tevin Jenkins from Oklahoma State. Those guys are animals. Tevin Jenkins, if you haven't watched any of his interviews yet, watch his interviews. He can't go more than 3 words without cursing, and I love that. Like, he's a bad MF dude. Like, he's that guy. And I love it. Absolutely love it. So,
that is hilarious.
Charles Leno, he needed to find a new home. I'm happy he found a home in Washington, honestly. But yeah, that's great for you guys.
Yeah, I loved Tevin Jenkins. If we didn't go linebacker and if we were going to go left tackle, I would have loved to have gotten my hands on Tevin Jenkins. He was a right tackle in college, so I don't know where you guys will actually end up putting him. But a second-round pick for Tevin Jenkins, I think, is an absolute steal for you guys. He was considered one of the nastiest players in football, just to go ahead with your theme of being like a very vulgar in his language, but it's cool. Nobody cares about that on the NFL football field, that's for sure. Or in the meeting room, nobody's stopping you at the door saying you're not allowed in here because you curse too much. That's the least of their worries, probably. But cool, yeah. Charles Leno. When I looked back at him, I saw a much better pass blocker personally, and his run blocking seemed a little sketchy to me. But nonetheless, I think he's a solid pickup. And if he ends up starting for us as a 1-year stopgap, I'm not mad. But I think he's a great swing tackle if that's what we end up starting him as too. Alrighty then. Well, let's go ahead and hop into our NBA talk with Mr. KP. KP and I played basketball together in college. I kind of watched him play basketball is really what happened. So I didn't play very much, being, all of 5'10" when I wake up in the morning with big, thick shoes. And he's like 6'5" and ugly. So that's why he played more than me. No, it's fun. So, all right, let's hop in to the schedule here. And it looks like the Pacers are going to handle the Hornets. They're currently up by 25 with 3 minutes to go in the third quarter. Barring a huge collapse, looks like the Pacers will move on to play the loser of tonight's game, the Wizards versus the Celtics. How do you see this game playing out? And tell me a little bit about these two teams, of what you think about them.
Wizards and Celtics, you're talking about?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, here's my thing. The Celtics have lost 4 of their last 5.
Mm-hmm.
The only team they beat in that stretch was Minnesota. They beat them by 16. Now, they did play some tough teams. They played teams that are all ahead of them. New York, I think they played. Cleveland, they played, they're down a little bit, but they have some players that can head up. Mm-hmm. And then Miami, who I think is the 5th seed right now. Mm-hmm. They played them twice. So they lost all those games. But I do feel like the Wizards are on such a tear, and I know you love to hear me say that.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like the Wizards pull this one out by 3 or more points. I do think Tatum's going to go for 30 or more, like he's been showing out the last couple of weeks. But no Jaylen Brown, who is averaging 25, 6, and 3. That's a huge loss to your team. Mm-hmm. I think Westbrook flirts with that triple-double again, like he's been doing the last, millennium or whatever he's been doing that for. And I complained to you about this earlier. I'm going to bring it up again. If anybody from FanDuel listens to this podcast, y'all need to fix your stuff, because I can't bet on Bradley Beal unless it's like 45 or more points. It's ridiculous. I think he's going to go for 30-plus tonight, and the Wizards are going to take it home, and we'll see what happens after that.
I like that prediction, and I tend to agree right now. The Celtics seem to be a pretty sketchy team this year. I thought they were going to be like maybe a top 3 seed, top 4 seed coming into this year, but Bradley Stevens is just like plummeting down the coaching board for me. That when he first was there and like hearing about him, and then the first couple of years, I thought this guy was like going to be the next Greg Pop or something. We had like the next fantastic young coach that could be the coach for the next 20, 30 years of the Celtics basketball team. And he has just continued to disappoint me over and over and over again. And I actually do have the Wizards as well, taking this over the Celtics. Kind of the opposite of what I've been saying is I don't like Stevens right now. I don't know. He just keeps disappointing me. So I'm going to take this to Wizards. As also you said, they've been on an absolute tear. But let's get into the comments real quick. So somebody says, I don't watch a lot of NBA. How do the playoffs work? So normally it's just the top 8 teams from each conference, the East and West, make it to the playoffs, and then it's the standard 1 versus 8, 2 versus 7, so on and so forth, and you just go through the playoffs. This year, then with the COVID stuff, they decided to add 2 play-in games. Well, actually, it's going to be a third, but 4 teams go into a play-in series where the 7 and 8 team play. The winner of the 7th and 8th game, or 7th seed versus 8th seed game, automatically gets the 7th seed. and then the 9th and the 10th seed play, and the winner of that game gets to play the loser of that first game. So that's why currently the Pacers, and it's only one game. So Madison asked how many games are in this round. It's just one and done. It's not really a round. This is technically not playoffs. These are play-in games. It's kind of like the 4 play-in games for the NCAA tournament. So after the Hornets seemingly lose to the Pacers, Pacers will then play the loser of the Wizards versus Celtics. So Wizards can all of a sudden earn a playoff seed, which, talk about a tear. We mentioned this briefly, but they were down to like the 12th or 13th seed at one point this year, and they screamed back, and they would have actually legitimately earned a playoff spot in the standard format without the play-ins if it actually stayed in that. So I agree. I think Bradley Beal, he's coming back off of injury, and as he said, I mean, he's good for 35 a night. It seems like that's a bad night for Beal at this point. And then Russell Westbrook, he's going to give you the stat padding stats, and it's a lot of times good enough to win. So anyway, all right, that's the brief rundown. And James Llewellyn says, can't hear the Chicago fan. Turn him up. Oh, okay, no problem. I'll turn him up. Thank you for letting me know. Hold on. Appreciate it. Sometimes if
I'm not a Bulls fan, if anyone's wondering. I'm not a Bulls fan, which we'll talk about later, I'm sure. But
that's true. He is the Bears. He's a Bears fan, but not a Bulls fan. That's true. Hopefully, you guys can hear him better. Go ahead and talk real quick.
Yeah, what's up? What's up? What's up?
Oh, there we go. I'll turn this up. Say it again.
What's up? What's up?
Ah, there we go. Maybe, hopefully, you guys hear him now. Yeah, he was pretty low before. Apologies for that. Thank you, KP. Or thank you, James, I should say.
I will say one thing to add to your point there about how the tear of the Wizards has been. Think about this time last, or not this time last year, but like during the playoffs last year or right before when they had the 6 playing games. Mm-hmm. You guys started off in what, 9th or 8th? Where'd y'all finish after they only had 9 teams in the East?
Oh,
you guys finished in 10th place
11th?
last year.
Yeah, 10th. That's right. Yeah,
it was so bad.
Yeah, we were allowed in the play-in games, and I think we lost all 8 or 7 out of the 8.
Whatever it was.
Yeah, and then we ended up being 10th place. Yeah, against a team who wasn't even playing. That's how bad we
were. Correct. Yeah.
Yeah.
So what a turnaround! Great job by the Wizards organization. I mean, and good luck tonight, honestly.
Yeah, and the big thing is, I mean, love him or hate him, Russell Westbrook. A lot of people did not like the trade, Russell Westbrook for John Wall and a first-round pick. I loved the trade because I just like John Wall on so many levels. I'm not a Kentucky fan, so he came from there, and I hated the fact that we had to draft him. It was the right move because he was the best player in that draft. But still, I did not like that we had to. And then on top of that, he just couldn't stay healthy for the last 4 or 5 years, and he was basically useless year in and year out. So I thought that was a steal to get the triple-double god known as Russell Wilson, or not Russell Westbrook. Excuse me. Still can't get away from football every single time. But no, and I thought that was an absolute steal. So good for them and good for the Wizards. We think they're gonna get the 7th. Now let's go ahead and get into we'll finish out the East. So Pacers then versus Celtics in both of our matchups. Who do you have? Pacers versus Celtics.
I think it honestly is going to come down to health. We heard today, I don't know if you saw on the ESPN, I got like a random update. Karis LeVert's out 10 to 14 days for health and safety protocols. He was a big trade acquisition from Brooklyn, I believe, and he plays for the Pacers. But with him being out and then Brogdon being day-to-day with, I think he's nursing like an ankle or a wrist injury as well. Brogdon, I believe, is playing tonight. But it kind of depends on health at that point. I like the Celtics to take that game. I think they have better pieces around Tatum to win a game like that. But Domantas Sabonis is a different beast this year. And he's been averaging, I believe, a double-double somewhere around like 6 assists or 4 assists, something like that too. He's like 6'10", long kind of player. So I think, honestly, if both teams are at full strength as full strength as they can be for that game, I think Celtics. I think that unless the Pacers, have some kind of game like they're having tonight, I think the Celtics will take that game. I really do.
I disagree, actually. I I just am not a fan of the Celtics this year. I just really aren't. I'm not. I think that they're completely underperforming. They lost a bunch of games going into the final stretch, and as you said, Brown is gone. I love Tatum. I think Jason Tatum's awesome, and I love Kemba, but Kemba's disappointed me this year in some ways. So I have the Celtics going from the 7th seed all the way to out of the playoffs in this play-in series, and the Pacers steal the 8th seed, coming from, I believe they were the 9th seed, if I remember right. I don't think they were the 10th. I think the Hornets were the 10th seed. But yeah, that is my prediction. So I have 8th seed Pacers, the 7th seed Wizards, and the Celtics miss the playoffs, and Bradley Stevens is ousted out of the Celtics head coaching job, and he's not is gone.
Oh, stop it! That I can see where you're talking with the Celtics pick about them losing. I get that, but Stevens, he has a really safe job. I feel like this year, you lose your second best player in the final stretch of games, who hasn't been healthy all year, and Kemba's kind of been nursing like a back and stuff. The organization, Danny Ainge, he's not letting go of Stevens. There's no way. If he lets go of Stevens, it's going to be his third head coach.
This is not a 1 year underperforming. This has been a year in and year out. And he's always they would have been middle pack. Yes.
The only years that you can say LeBron, how long has LeBron been in the East? 3 years?
In the West, 3 years. This is in the West, 3
years. So that the 4th year before that, he ran into LeBron James and his Cleveland Cavaliers team and took them to 7 games. How many teams can say they've done that? How many coaches can say
LeBron to 7?
Yeah.
That's good for him, but hold on. I'm looking up the records, but you keep going. Hold on.
And what do you want him to do? Like, think about coaches in the NBA. Okay, they don't move around so much. Like, how long has Brad Stevens been there total? Maybe 6-7 years, and maybe longer than that. Actually, I don't know how long Gordon Hayward's been in the league.
Stevens has been here since 2013, 2014.
So 7 years.
Yeah, and he's got a lot of good regular season success.
Mm-hmm.
And then he lost in the Eastern Conference Finals, the Eastern Conference Semifinals, Eastern Conference Finals, Eastern Conference Finals. So
has he lost yet? Yeah, has he lost yet in the first round? Because first round losses, that's when it's bad.
Well, he lost in the first round. The first 2 years he went.
Okay, which is, I mean, that's understandable.
And then he's finals, semifinals, finals.
Yeah, I don't see how they let him go.
I just think this year is just, and also it's been disappointing in the playoffs most of the time. Like, how they end up getting knocked out. They lost to the Heat last year, which the Heat were a solid team and are a solid team.
And they beat the Bucks. The Heat beat the Bucks last year.
The Heat did beat the Bucks. Did they beat the Sixers to get to the semis last year?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I think I might be also combining years in my head where I thought they did not make the Eastern Conference Finals last year, but it was 2 years ago they missed it. But still, I'm not even going off it. I think that if he goes from 7 to out the playoffs, Stevens is gone.
I would love to know who they go after. Who the Celtics think is a better coach than Brad Stevens. I would love to know that. Like, who they're going to be like, oh, this guy's going to save us now. We have all of our guys coming back. They're all under contract. This is our guy now. I would love to know what that conversation's like.
Anybody but Stevens.
Danny Ainge steps down from GM, becomes president, GM, and head coach, and says, look, we're going to run pick and roll offense.
Who's the head coach right now of the Pacers?
Was McMillan. I don't know who it is now.
What if they brought back, because I know Larry Bird has been doing a little coaching. Is he in college right now?
Larry Bird, he's the owner of the Pacers.
Owner of the Pacers. Didn't he coach too?
I believe so, but he wasn't
college?
Great.
I don't care. Bring back Larry.
College, I don't think so.
You don't think he coached? I thought he coached.
NBA he coached. I think he coached the Pacers for a little bit in the NBA.
Okay, so I didn't make that up in my head. He
I
actually
don't think
was.
so.
Okay, that's what I thought.
It
That's
was
what I was
before I
thinking.
started watching basketball, though, so I don't really know, to be honest.
Well, there you
Probably
go.
before we were born, honestly.
No, it wasn't. When he coached, he was playing when I was born.
Larry Bird?
Yeah, he 92 Dream Team, wasn't he on that team?
Oh, yeah. But I
I was born in
almost
93.
look up whenever he finished playing.
Look up wherever he finished playing. Okay, hold on.
Because I don't remember Larry Bird. I mean, okay, if you were born, you weren't remembering that. You
No,
were a
I didn't
baby.
remember it. No, but he was. I thought he coached recently. You know what? Hold on. This is the more important. When did he coach?
Uh,
Larry Bird coach. He was the Pacers coach. Okay, so it was a long ass time ago. It was 2000. How old is Larry Bird? 64. Bring back Larry Bird to coach the Celtics. That'd be funny. I still like that idea. But then again, you can't really coach the Celtics and be the owner of another team.
right.
Doesn't really work like that. Doesn't really work like that, huh?
Yeah.
Can I be part owner of, and then somehow have a hand in all other 29 teams?
Especially in the same conference, and be like, all right, so Pacers, we're going to trade our 3 best players to the Celtics. Don't worry about it. We're getting a washing machine. It's nice. It does double cycles. It'll be perfect. Like, I don't think they do that stuff very often. But
Could you imagine? That would be hilarious. Yeah. We're going to get Sabonis, Brogdon.
Brogdon, yeah. And we'll get I don't know, Taco Fall and Marcus Smart for those two. We'll be good.
Why do they not? Okay, that's another thing I have a problem with. And maybe I don't know why Taco Fall just doesn't get any playtime. Same thing with Bol. I feel like neither of these two get any playtime. It's ridiculous.
I agree with the Bol. Bol can actually play a little bit. I don't know about Taco Fall. I feel like he's going to fall apart every time I watch him play.
I remember that the game that Bol came in. It was probably last year sometime, and he's like
in the playing game.
Yeah, what was it, like 10 points all of a sudden from nowhere, or maybe even more? Yeah, I want to see both of those big mother truckers play against each other. That would have been a lot of fun. He said they get a lot of hype. Yeah, I mean they're just so big. They're just such huge human beings. What Taco Fall is 7'3" and Bol is 7'5".
I thought Taco Fall was like 7'6". I thought he was.
You might
really
be right.
He's like
you might
like
be
he can dunk without jumping. So I mean, he's got to be somewhere like 7'5" range.
Taco Fall height.
And he's
7'5". And Bol is 7'2". So I have them backwards. I had their heights backwards. So Bol is actually the one that's a little shorter, and Taco Fall is 7'5".
Yeah, but I don't know, man. I seriously, every time I watch Taco Fall play, like he makes any kind of move, I feel like his knee's just gonna like cave in just a little bit too far, and it's gonna be over. And I hate to say that because I don't ever wish injuries on any person ever, but I seriously stress more watching him play basketball than anything else because he's a fan favorite, and I get it. But
he's just so big.
He's so big. He's giant.
311 pounds. Good grief.
Yeah.
What up,
think
James?
That makes him
what up, expert?
Top 5, yeah.
Ruthless Sports says, good stream. I appreciate that. Thanks for stopping by. We'll be live for quite a few more hours. When the Wizards go live, we will be, or at least I'll be doing play-by-play. KP has the option to hang out or roll out, whatever he decides to do. He's welcome to stay or not. But remember when Taco Fall and Caruso got a lot of all-star votes? Do you remember that?
No. I remember Caruso because I follow LeBron, but I don't know a whole lot about Taco Fall necessarily.
But Caruso got a lot of all-star votes? That's funny.
Yeah. It's stupid, though. It's all because the fans all vote and everything. Like, they were calling him the Bald Eagle, White Lightning, all this BS. It's like, get out of here. We know he's not an all-star. Yeah.
Oh, geez. The popularity contests. It's bad. It's bad. Yeah. Didn't Taco Fall destroy Zion at college? Taco went to Oregon, right?
Taco went to UCF, University of Central Florida.
UCF.
They played one game in the NCAA tournament. Taco Fall fouled out. The game was really close. I think Taco blocked Zion like once or twice, maybe.
Okay.
But as I remember it, Zion still had his 20 and 10 rebounds. You know, his freak athletic, stupid stuff. But Taco did he played a lot better over Zion than I thought he was going to. That's what I remember.
Speaking of Zion, how are we going to get this guy on a playoff team? This is sad. So we're about to get into the West and the playing games and predicting those. But first, let's talk about who missed it. The Pelicans. Talk about another team that just are so disappointing. And who did they hire as a head coach? Because they fired Gentry last year, and they brought in somebody else for no reason, except I don't know why they fired Gentry at all. But another team that just continues to disappoint me with Zion Williamson. They have Ball. They have the Ingram, right, from Brandon Ingram from the Lakers. Another team that just gets why do they suck?
I think part of it is how young they are. Honestly, every player you just named, I believe, is under 25 years old. So that kind of hurts. And then they're playing in the West, and they're in New Orleans, so they're traveling probably the furthest of any team in the West for all their games, if you think about it.
Them in Memphis.
Because they have to play. Yeah. So they have to. Yeah. Them in Memphis. So that definitely plays a factor into it. And then they get half as many games against the Eastern Conference. So you're not really getting the typically easier teams that you usually get to beef up your record with, and the travel and all that other stuff. And honestly, their bench depth isn't really there. They don't have a true big guy that can post up and grab you a bunch of rebounds. They're kind of relying on Zion to do a lot of that stuff. And at 6'6" or 6'7", I mean, he can be a freak athlete, but he can't do all of it, So there, I think we talked about this last year. I think they're still a year or 2 years away from being a team like that. And maybe it is a trade, maybe it's a draft pick. But a great fit for them actually, and this will kind of talk to us later, but Kofi Cockburn from Illinois is 7 foot tall, 300 something pounds. He could be the guy that comes in and kind of solidifies their paint role, because everybody else in their team likes to spread a little bit. And they the NBA likes dunkers, right? Kofi Cockburn only knows how to dunk a basketball. He doesn't know how to do literally anything else. So that might help them out too. But they need a big guy kind of like that to solidify their team, I think.
Interesting. Fair enough. I just want to see Zion in the playoffs. I liked Zion as a draft pick. I thought, and I liked him as a dude, as a personality. I thought he would be a great dude to take the league by storm, I should say. But yeah, it's just so disappointing. It sucks. You think Houston pick is going to OKC, Tim? Why would a Houston pick go to OKC? I'm not sure. Do you know anything about that?
I don't understand the question.
The Houston pick, their draft pick, is going to OKC. Did they make a trade?
Depends on whose record was worse, I think. I think it's by percentage this year, right?
I don't know. That's interesting. Oh, of course.
Yeah, I'd have to do more research.
Hold on, the OKC trade. I remember Houston made the big trade with the Nets. What trade did they make with the OKC? I don't know. Interesting. Question for both of you guys. The classic question. LeBron or MJ? So, just a quick backstory. He's from Chicago, so he's a huge Michael Jordan fan. Just absolutely massive Michael Jordan fan. And I don't know why, but he just absolutely hates LeBron. So, it just sucks. Just kidding. He's the complete opposite. Big LeBron fan.
Do you want me to comment on that or not? You want me to go? Okay.
You can say your piece. Your piece. We all know you're wrong. It's MJ's the answer, but go ahead, say your piece.
Here's the deal, though. Okay, here's the deal. I saw a tweet the other day, and it said, "Why are we still debating about MJ and LeBron?" Because literally, I never pick this fight, and I don't pick it because people are always like, "Well, you don't pick it because you're wrong." That's immature, bro. Chill out. But here's the thing. Honestly, honest to God. Okay. LeBron has played in the league now, 19 years? Something like that. He has 17 straight years of averaging over 25 points per game. Something like that. He's played probably the most minutes per game. He's going to be top 10 in 3 categories: points, rebounds, assists, at least. He'll be I think he's number 1 in playoff wins. Could be wrong about that, but he's at least top 5 in playoff wins. And I get why people say that MJ's the best. I get both stories. But here's where I saw what I saw on Twitter, and I love Twitter for this. I also love Twitter for arguments. So if you want to like really see me argue with somebody, just get me fired up on Twitter. Don't drop my handle or nothing like that, please, because I don't want people hitting me up. But here's the deal. MJ, greatest of all time, no question shooting guard. You can make a case for Kobe Bryant. MJ's the best shooting guard in my opinion. LeBron, easily the best small forward in my opinion, including Larry Bird. You can make a case for Larry Bird, but I think MJ and LeBron are on top 5 all time, number 1 at their positions, no questions asked. And also LeBron over MJ.
I'm not going to argue it, but I'm reading into this trade. Hold on. If you reverse the standings to reflect those teams, could pick in the draft, the Rockets might pick 2nd, the Thunder 8th, and the Heat 19th. If that's where the ping pong balls land, the Thunder would pick 8th and 19th. Why not 2nd? Because the Rockets pick is protected through 1 through 4. If Houston lands a top 4 pick, the Rockets keep it. Oh, so that's what it is. Okay, so it's the lottery system that is stopping. So it's lottery protected. So you're basically asking me to predict, is Houston going to get a lottery pick or not? I see what you're saying now. Okay, hold on 1 second. Let's take a look. Where did they end up? Did they end up dead last? I know they were super bad.
I think so. They were 17 and whatever, and then OKC was 21 and whatever.
I think they ended
I don't know
up
how many games
dead
they played
last.
this year, but
Did I have the standings up here somewhere? I think I did, but I messed up. Let's pull up the standings. I think they ended up dead last. So they're 17 and 15, and then Detroit Pistons on the other side are 20 and 52. So I have to imagine Houston's going to keep their pick. I have to imagine that. So because they have 4 opportunities. I thought it was only the top 3 that are lottery. Is it top 4 now?
they might have done that with the expansion, yeah.
Maybe. So if that's the case, then the top 4 pick, they have to. If that would be hilarious for Houston. At least they got our first rounder, which is good for them, I guess. So they'll have a swap of picks, and then, or do they lose the picks? I thought it actually said the swap. I already exited out of it. Whatever. But either way, I have to imagine they get a top. Imagine if Houston lands out of the top 4. I know that'd be hilarious. Which yeah. I think would be a sign of just get rid of the freaking lottery system. I hate the lottery system. James, so he's a Bears fan, right? Yes, he is a Bears fan. And my buddy Chris says, "What up, KP?"
What's going on, man? How you doing, Chris?
I don't know if you see my Chris and Tim podcast with him. Have you seen any of those?
I have not, no.
Loser. Just kidding. No, but I do a Wednesday episode with him every Wednesday at 8. And we have some fun.
Now that I have more time on my hands, I'll be able to check that out.
He's very easygoing, not very opinionated. Kind of just let the chips fall where they may. Just kidding. You know, he's it's his way or the highway. It's if you don't do it his way, you're wrong.
We played Call of Duty with him before, so yeah.
Oh yeah, you played the Call of Duty. Yeah, that's funny.
Yeah.
Let him know that we beating the Bears. My buddy James here is a Raiders fan, and he believes the Raiders are going 17-0 and beating everybody in their sights. We actually looked at the Raiders' schedules, and they have the hardest schedule in the league. It's terrible. It's terrible. But what were you gonna say?
And I mean, you could probably ask him or look this. I'll look it up later, but I don't even know when the Bears play the Raiders because if it's anything after the second game, they're gonna lose because the Bears will have Justin Fields starting by that time, and then it's fast track to the Super Bowl, baby.
Yep. I hope that answers your statement there, Chris. He said, "KP, you got Fields. You should be happy." And talking about Super Bowl. Yeah, I think KP is a little happy. Update on the Pacers-Charlotte game, 126-95. So you're saying there's a chance? No, not really. They will move on. All right. Now, enough beating around the bush. Let's go ahead and hop into some more predictions here. Spurs versus Grizzlies are the 9th and 10th. Or should we do, actually, we should probably do I know it's technically the second game, but let's actually predict that one first. So that that team is automatically the 7th seed. I want to do it that way. Okay.
Sure.
All right. So Lakers versus Warriors, fighting for the 7th seed. Who takes it? LeBron hater.
Well, here's the thing about LeBron is that he has been resting that ankle. He's been milking it. And I do not agree with that for all the people that like think that I'm just LeBron James, like big fan or whatever. I'm a huge fan of LeBron James, but I don't like that he milks injuries. But the one thing that's good for, he's going to be well rested. He's coming back. Anthony Davis, hopefully he's, at full strength or maybe 85% strength. And I really do think that even though the Lakers have been injury prone and different lineups and different things, they still finished this year with number 1 defense. They allowed the fewest points per game from any team in the league. So I'm taking the Lakers to beat the Warriors. I think Steph goes for 45, but then maybe the next guy down the list only has 9 points, and it's going to be really hard to score against that length of the Lakers. So going Lakers all the way.
I actually agree with that. The Lakers are coming back healthy. They're going to get AD. They're going to have LeBron. They clearly underperformed this year from a lot of people's expectations, being the defending champs. They did get Harrell too, right? Montrezl Harrell, another
Montrezl
great...
Harrell and Dennis Schroeder.
Yep. Oh, and Schroeder, of course. Yes, the nice point guard. The little hair thing that he likes to do. But
yeah.
yes, but no, I like the Lakers in this game as well. I think the Warriors have been on a great run. As you said, Steph has just been absolutely phenomenal.
Yeah.
I love Steph, and I hope that he continues it. And I of course, I'm rooting for the Warriors because I like Steph over LeBron, which would be fun.
Makes no sense, but okay.
And I'm gonna take the Lakers here, but. All right, I'm going to take this moment because we were talking about the Lakers versus Warriors to ask you. I told him I was going to pop a question on him that he didn't know. All right, here it is. Who are you taking in a LeBron versus Steph in a 1-game scenario of who's the most dangerous player in a 1-game scenario, LeBron James or Steph Curry?
On their current teams or like same teammates basically, but like those are the only 2 different players. What is this?
Yeah, sure. That let's say both teams or both guys will be playing with the exact same players, and it's the only difference is going to be LeBron versus Steph.
I'm taking LeBron.
Why? Just
because?
Why?
Yeah. Because I think LeBron honestly makes people better. I think he puts them in better spots. He's more of a team-oriented player. And I'm not saying that Steph isn't team-oriented. I mean, Steph, he averages, I don't know how many assists a game. I'm going to guess 6 or more assists a game. But when Steph is put on a team where he is the guy and has to maintain the load and, do all that stuff, I don't think his teams do as well as we're seeing, this year. They're the number 18. They would have made the playoffs in a regular year, but they would have played the Jazz this year. And if the Jazz were fully healthy, I don't think they win that series, honestly. So that's kind of where I'm taking it from. I think LeBron, given an average group of players like we saw with early in his career, with the Cavaliers especially, he made them better. He made them a playoff
So I'm going
team.
to interrupt you here because, see, you kind of went at the angle that I thought you may take is I'm not talking series, okay? I agree. I actually would agree. In a 7-game series, give me LeBron. He's going to be more of a consistent player. He gets to the basket more, where he's a much more higher percentage shooter than LeBron. Than Steph. Obviously, Steph's a higher percentage at 3, but 3 is a lower percentage shot in general. So he's going to be a higher percentage player in LeBron. You're going to get more out of him. You're going to get more assists. You're going to get more rebounds. You're going to get the whole thing. But in a 1-game scenario, give me Steph Curry. Steph Curry could all of a sudden drop 60 out of nowhere because he rains 48 threes, and you can't stop him, okay? And he only needs to get hot once because this is a 1-game scenario, not a 7-game series. One time, I am taking Steph Curry, the lethal baby-faced assassin, in a 1-game scenario. Even though I'd take LeBron in a 7-game series, but that's fine. But that was the question I wanted to pop just to see what you'd say. I knew you were going to say LeBron, but it's all fun.
I appreciate you.
Hey,
I'm glad I didn't do any research into that.
there you go. James says, so James is a Raiders fan, like I told you, but you guys do have a thing in common where you guys are both Lakers fans. So, well, KP's not a Lakers fan; he's a LeBron
Yeah,
fan. So,
yeah. I'm not an
but for
NBA
now,
team fan.
he's a Lakers fan, and so you guys will be rooting with you guys. They're gonna. He says they're gonna be winning back to back.
Awesome.
All right,
All for it.
here's one.
I'd be surprised.
Here's one that could be provocative. LaMelo equals overrated, and Madison agreed.
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 Why is he
Agreed.
overrated?
I've said that since he got in the league. First of all, his dad made him overrated. I must put that out right away. Off rip. His dad, LeVar Ball, made him overrated. That made me so mad. He shipped his son halfway across the world to gain attention. That made me mad. That made me really mad. Number two, the dude can play. He can pass the basketball. But he needs to be a pass first point guard at all times. I feel like there's times where he thinks he can do too much, and he's not as great. But ever since he got drafted, I'm pretty sure we talked about this last year on 94 feet. I've been saying he's overrated, and I think Anthony Edwards, who I thought Anthony Edwards is underrated. He's had a phenomenal season. He's led all rookies in points by he has 200 or 250 more points than the next guy on the list. And LaMelo, I don't think, is top 3 on that list. So how are you going to say that he's lived up to his
injury?
hype?
He had an injury, but points per game, he's rookie of the year. He's like
LaMelo Ball.
He's slightly behind Anthony Edwards as far as points per game, but he has way more assists and I think even a little bit more rebounds, if I remembered right. I looked into it, and I think LaMelo is going to win the rookie of the year.
I hate that.
And also, the Hornets are a better team. It sucks they're going to miss the playoffs now, but they're a better team than Anthony Edwards, obviously, with Minnesota. Minnesota's not.
Yeah.
I think they're the second to last now in the East or something like that.
Minnesota has zero chance to be an incredible team in the West. They should have put Minnesota in the East. They honestly should. They should just make the East 10 teams and the West, I don't know how many, or the East should be what are they now? 15 teams. So they need to have 17 teams in the East, and they need to have 13 teams in the West, and just let them duke it out like that.
Fair enough.
Because Minnesota will never win the West.
Here we go, and we're gonna stop reading comments after this for a little bit. LeVar Ball greater than MJ and LBJ. All right, on to the next one. Spurs.
Oh, there's no comment on that. Just gonna read it.
We're just gonna move. We're just gonna move. All right. Memphis Grizzlies versus the San Antonio Spurs, fighting for the 9th spot for the right to play who we say now the Warriors. Well, we were talking about tomorrow's game. That's why we were looking at. Somebody said the Madison said, "Can you show today's games instead of tomorrow's?" Well, we're talking about tomorrow's games. That's why I had it. But you can see here, Pacers are up 33 points with a minute and a half to go. Pacers will move on, and we're going to be calling the Wizards game. It probably won't start until 9:15 Eastern. It says 9, so we'll talk a little bit more, and then we'll go back into that. But that's why we're showing today's games. Okay. Spurs versus Grizzlies. Who will have the right to face the Warriors gunning for that 8th seed? Who you give me?
This was the hardest game for me to pick, honestly. And I didn't write anything down because I didn't want to I wanted this to be a split decision right now. So right now what I'm thinking, and I've gone back and forth on this all day, I'm taking Greg Popovich and the San Antonio Spurs. Because I think that at this point in the season, when you have one game, like you said earlier with LeBron versus Steph Curry, one game, when you have one game, I think it comes down to a little bit more coaching and your players being bought into your system. And I just think that Popovich has his players bought in a little bit more. I think he's been in this situation of, he's been in the playoff, what was he in the playoffs 20 straight years. Last year was the first year he didn't make the playoffs. I don't think he misses it 2 years in a row. But he could if he played the Warriors the next game.
Yeah, that's true. But no, I actually agree. I do have DeMar DeRozan, Greg Pop, and company coming in, and they lost a ton of games down the stretch. But if you go through and look at all the games they lost, they're against top-tier opponents. We're talking like Heat. We're talking Jazz. I think they lost to twice. No, the Suns, they lost to twice. They're talking about really tough opponents. And I think that's also going to make them a little bit tougher coming into this game, where they've faced much tougher opponents, whereas the Grizzlies have not faced as tough opponents coming down this stretch. And they lost, I think, the last game of the year anyway. So they're coming in off of a loss as well. I have the Spurs knocking out the Grizzlies, who 33-39 record Spurs knocking out the 38-34 Memphis Grizzlies for the 9th spot to face the Warriors, and that's where we'll end. Who wins, Warriors versus Spurs?
I'm going to stay with, and once again, I didn't do any research on this. Mm-hmm. I'm staying with the Spurs. I feel like he's going to figure out a way. If anybody in the coaching realm can figure out how to slow down or stop Steph Curry or hold him to 25 points instead of 35 points, it's going to be Greg Popovich. I don't think Steve Kerr is as great X's and O's wise. I think he's a great player coach. I think he knows how to relate to his players. But I feel like Greg Popovich just gets basketball better. I think he can put his guys in the right spots. And I think at the end of the day, that's going to get him to that 8th seed. And they're going to play Utah Jazz in the first round.
Completely disagree. You're out of your mind. You've lost it. No shot, no way. Warriors in the Steph Curry will definitely earn their 8th seed spot in the playoffs, okay? Steph Curry is on an absolute tear, and I think they're going to give the Lakers the run for their money. I did pick the Lakers, but I don't see the Lakers destroying this team. I think the Warriors are coming out firing, and they are on one right now. And if they lose to the Lakers, I do not see them even coming close to losing to the Spurs. I think it's a blowout of drastic proportions, and the Warriors take them out by 30. And it's a walk away, just like the Pacers-Hornets game we were just watching. It's going to be a walk away. And your guy, Greg Pop, misses the playoffs 2 years in a row in embarrassing fashion.
Is Klay Thompson coming back for this game?
No.
Or he's not? Okay, then they're not winning. I don't see how I was told.
Well, I don't care because Steph Curry's going to score. So if Klay Thompson would have scored 28, okay, Steph Curry, whatever you're going to give him, add 28 more, okay? That's what Steph Curry's going to do. If the game's close, that's what Steph Curry's going to do, and he's going to put it on his back. But he's not going to have to because the game's just going to be so out of hand. He's going to sit by the time it's the 4th quarter, okay? It's going to be embarrassing.
If he's sitting, it's because they're getting embarrassed. It's not because they're embarrassing them.
No shot.
Well, yeah, the Spurs will not embarrass anybody. They never embarrass anybody. But yeah. They can't. They don't. They play Virginia basketball.
Oh, God, I hate Virginia basketball. Terrible. All defense. No offense.
Yeah. The worst. Let's run flex for 35 minutes. We'll have fun with that.
The worst. All right. Well, there you go. There's our prediction. So you have the Spurs at 8 and the Lakers at 7. I have the Sevens at 7. I have the Lakers at 7 and the Warriors at 8. And then on the other side, you had the Celtics at 8 and the Wizards at 7, and I had the Pacers at 8 and the Wizards at 7. So we agree on the 7 seeds. It's the 8 seeds that we disagree with. All right, that was fun. What else did I have on my list to talk to you about?
We could talk about East-West champs and total champs if you want.
That's true. And then the last thing, you know what? Yeah, we'll go ahead and talk more about Russell Westbrook's stuff last because that'll lead us into game time. That'll be fun. All right. So we're going over to, let's pull up the. Oh no! Wait, sorry. There was one more thing we wanted to talk about before we did that. I almost forgot. The Clippers find a way to lose to two of the worst teams in the league. Oklahoma City, a record of 22-50. The Houston Rockets, 17-55. They combined for 39 wins on the season. And the Clippers had the 3rd seed basically locked up. All they needed was one win, and they locked up the 3rd seed and instead lose to two of the worst teams ever And tell us why they lost, KP.
Uh, so I just saw this tweet, and I'm big into buying into tweets that make zero sense, but I just thought it was hilarious. They lost their final 2 games of the season to ensure that they wouldn't have to play the Lakers in the second round of the playoffs. They wanted to make sure if we're lower than the 3 seed, we don't have to play the Lakers. They're scared of the Lakers. They don't want to see it. Or the other situation that came to head after we talked on the phone about that, they want to give the people what they want, which is an LA battle for the Western Conference Finals. Clippers versus Lakers. The only situation now when the Lakers and the Clippers play is if the Lakers lose their first playing game and win their second one to become the 8th seed, which neither of us agreed with. But
right, and then they would have to beat the Jazz, who are extremely strong this year in a 7-game series.
I don't know about the Jazz being so strong anymore. I mean, Mike Conley, Donovan Mitchell, they're out.
Is Donovan Mitchell out for the playoffs too?
I thought so. I don't know. I haven't
I
checked.
thought he was coming back for the playoffs.
They only were up on the Phoenix Suns by 1 game for first.
Sorry, I thought he was coming back.
I might have got him and Denver's Jamal Murray mixed up then, because I'm pretty sure Jamal Murray's out.
Oh, is Jamal Murray out too?
Yeah, which doesn't help me for the Denver series that I wanted.
Regular season with sprained ankle. So
okay,
it
wasn't a series.
Yeah. So I think that Donovan Mitchell will be back. And you know who I love this year? This is a side note before we actually, you know what? I'll come back to that later. But no. I wanted to talk about this Clippers thing. And this right here this is so Kawhi Leonard to be so lackadaisical in the regular season, to lose twice at the end of the year against 2 terrible, terrible teams, and not give 2 flips what position he was in the standings. He does not care at all about regular season. All he cares about is getting in the postseason and letting the chips fall where they may, beat who they're going to beat in front of them. Except, it doesn't always work out. Obviously, last year they got upset big time, up 3-1 with 15-point leads in every single game against Denver, right? And was it Denver? Yeah, Jamal Murray, right? And Nikola Jokic.
Denver knocked him out. Yep.
Yeah, exactly.
Yep.
So I think that it's going to be. I just don't. I don't look into this at all. I think it's hilarious that some people are. But this to me is so Kawhi Leonard, and it surprises me zilch at all that they did this. So I just wanted to mention that. But no. But back to the Jazz. So you think obviously I agree. Donovan Mitchell needs to be healthy for them to have a legitimate championship run. I agree with that. If they have any sort of chance at that. But you know who I love on this team? Jordan Clarkson. Coming off the bench, he can shoot, and he's got to be one of the quickest dudes in the NBA. He is lightning attacking the basket. I've watched a few of these Utah Jazz games now lately, and one dribble and he's around you. It's incredible. And as you said, I think he's at like 93 or 94 consecutive games with a 3-pointer made.
Yep.
So good for him. But I think that's the wild card that the Utah Jazz have that's going to push them over the top. And I actually, let's get into this now. Championship predictions prior to the playoffs. So we're going to pick the East and the West, and then who is going to win the NBA championship. All right. So, but as I was going to say, is I actually do have the Utah Jazz with the healthy Donovan Mitchell. I think they're going to take their number 1 seed, and they're going to go all the way to the NBA Finals. The Utah Jazz are going to make it. That's my prediction, because I love their team.
You know what's crazy? What's crazy is I love their team too. I liked how they showed the basketball. I like their coach. I think he was an old assistant for the Mavericks. But as we know, and history tells us this, the finals have not been kind to the Utah Jazz. Think about back in the day with Stockton and Malone, and then they ran into MJ and all that. That didn't really work out for them. I don't really think the playoffs are where the Utah Jazz shine. I think they're more of a regular season team. And I don't even have them in my Western Conference Finals, to be honest with you. I have Mavericks versus the Lakers in the Western Conference Finals, and the Lakers taking that spot. I think LeBron and Anthony Davis and company, like you said, with the new additions of Schroeder and Montrezl Harrell, they're just too good of a team. I think they've been kind of chilling. Like you said, Kawhi's been chilling. I think the Lakers really been chilling, and now they're going to take it to the next time. LeBron tweeted today, "The time is now." Here we go.
What does he call that time? 0 Black 30 or whatever? Zero Dark 30?
Black 30.
0 Dark 30.
Yeah, zero. Yeah, one of those two. Yeah.
Yeah, whatever.
Doesn't have any social media, nothing like that. Yeah.
There you go. All right. Well, and I agree. I think the Lakers will be their opponent in the finals. But I think I love the Utah Jazz. I love what they're doing. I like their coach, and I like their whole situation. I think they're a really great team. I'm not the biggest fan of the Mavericks. I love Luka. I think Luka's fantastic, and then Kristaps Porzingis is obviously really good too. But I don't know. Like the Mavericks are kind of like shaky to me. I don't think they even get out of the first round. I think the Clippers handle business. And
I think I underestimated them last year, but I don't want to do that this year, so I put them all the way to the finals, the Western Conference Finals.
There you go. All right.
They were really close to knocking off the Clippers last year. They brought them to 7 games. The Clippers, you remember the Clippers? Yeah. They were up 3-1 against the Mavs and the Nuggets, and pushed both the 7 games.
True, that's true. And Luka was great, and we thought Luka was going to be out for the series after that ankle injury. He went to the locker room, but then got taped up, came back, and it ended up not being too serious, more of just a scare. Which I've done that. I've rolled many ankles where you think something happened, and then it's like, oh, it's not as bad as you thought it was, and you end up being okay. All right. So that's the Western. So right now you have Mavs versus Lakers, Lakers in the finals. I have Jazz versus Lakers, and Jazz I guess you would call it the upset. Probably by Vegas odds, it would be the upset over the Lakers. All right, so Eastern Conference, I gave you my first champion in the West, so you give me first on the East.
So what's crazy about this is I have a Battle of New York for the Eastern Conference. I have the Knicks, who are red hot right now, versus the Brooklyn Nets, and I don't see how anybody in their right mind, including yourself, goes against the Nets to win the East. They're just stacked like no other.
Nets suck. They're losing to the Wizards in Series 1. It's like that.
Here we go.
The Wizards are getting the 7th seed. We talk about red hot. Wizards are here. They're upsetting. No, I'm just kidding. I 1,000% agree. I think the Nets will come out of the East. But I don't think it's going to be the Knicks. I think the Sixers will take care of business and earn their spot in the Eastern Conference Finals. But the Nets, just unbelievably stacked team. It's ridiculous what they were able to put together. And that is as well, I think it's going to be the Nets versus Sixers, Nets in the finals versus the Utah Jazz for me. And then it's for you, it's against the Lakers. So would you like me to go first or you first for the finals prediction? Actually, you know what? You predict my finals, and then I predict yours since we have different finals. So it's Jazz versus Nets. Okay,
so if I was you thinking...
No, I want you to pick I want you to pick my series and your thoughts.
Yeah.
I'm springing this on you. This is new.
Oh, okay, cool. Okay, so so the Jazz have the defensive player of the year in Rudy Gobert. They have Donovan Mitchell, who's obviously very springy and a very good guard, if not great guard. I think All-Star this year, dunk contest champion, all that kind of stuff, crazy stuff. Really good coach, everything like that. So I'm gonna go Nets in 5. I think the Jazz win 1 game there, but I think Nets in 5.
I will. So it's the Lakers versus Nets in your finals, and we got AD and LeBron versus Harden, KD, and Kyrie, and I have the Nets in 6. I think the Lakers will steal 2 in that one, and I think the Nets will be champions over the Lakers in your prediction. But in my prediction now, go ahead.
Okay. No, you go. I was going to show you what I wrote down.
Go ahead.
I don't think you'll believe me.
Write it down. What'd you get?
No, I have it written down already. It literally says Nets in 6.
There you go.
No lie. No lie.
There
First
it
the
is.
Lakers, Nets in 6. That's what I said.
See, I predicted it. Okay. In my scenario, I also think the Jazz steal too. I think they're a very complete team as well. Okay, and I think, but the Nets are just absolutely ridiculous this year. They've also come together a bit. I know they rough start, but now they're 24. They 48 and 24. 24 games over 500 is what they ended up ending with, even with a bad start. And I agree, the Nets will take care of business and be the 2021 NBA champions over the Utah Jazz in 6-game series. That's what I have.
Yeah.
Fun
Makes sense.
stuff. It's 9 o'clock. I'm gonna pull up the Wizards game. Is it on already? Did they follow the? Looks like it's gonna be the same thing. I need to make my YouTube TV the same as my YouTube channel. I need to switch it over because I have to log into my old YouTube to go to my YouTube TV, and then it force logs me out of my YouTube channel and vice versa whenever I want to do anything. So anyway, Anthony Johnson says Jazz versus Wizards, Wiz in 7 for the championship. Yeah.
So the Wizards are going to play a 7-game series against everybody then. That's great. The first team to ever do that.
Yeah, they're just going to go 7-7-7. They have to win 4 straight. They're going to have to win a play-in game and 4 straight game 7s to win the championship. And that is the only way a DC team would win. It's just going to have to really. I mean, you got the Nats a couple years ago where they were 19-32 at one point. They came back all the way to steal a playoff spot. They were down, I believe, 5-2 in that play-in game, the wild card game, and end up coming back and winning that. Then they were down against the Dodgers in the divisional round, came back and won that. They ended up sweeping the Cardinals. Aren't you a Cardinals fan?
Yeah. Don't talk about it.
That was fun. But no, but then
everybody gets one. Everybody gets one series.
But then in the World Series, it's the first World Series to go to 7 where the away game or the away team won every single game.
Yeah,
That was
weird. Was that against the Astros? Who'd you guys beat?
Yes, Houston Astros. Yep, the cheaters.
Yeah,
we beat them
remember
anyway.
That series.
Let's go.
Yeah.
But and then another team is the Capitals. The Capitals are the only team in NHL history to win the World Series when they were down in every single series throughout. At some point, they were down at least by 1 game in each of the series. And then in the finals against the Golden Knights, we lost game 1 and then won 4 straight to end up winning it in 5. But yeah, and so that's the only way Washington knows how to do something. So for us to win a play-in game and then 4 straight game 7s would just be the DC way.
So honestly, the Redskins need to lose their first 4 games because then your percentage of winning the NFL playoffs are super low, and then you go 12 straight, finish 12-4, then you go 4 more straight, or 3 straight, I guess it would be, and win the whole thing Super Bowl wise. Probably play the Bears in that series too, just so we have something to talk about.
Yep.
And we'll go over there.
There you go. That sounds all about right. All right, so we got the play-in game. So, we're actually about to get tip-off. So it worked out perfect timing. Wow, they actually started on time today. They usually start, I guess the playoffs, they're starting anew. And we just got tip-off, the Wiz 1 tip. And so, yeah, I guess we'll switch over to a little play-by-play. We got a turnover for the Wiz. Good start. Not. Do you have the game on?
Right. Or do not. I can't do both, so I'm actually going to head out for you.
No worries.
But enjoy the rest of your stream. I appreciate you letting me come back on tonight.
Yeah, it was fun. Thanks for stopping by. We had a good conversation. Hopefully everybody else enjoyed it. All 3 of you. No, I'm just kidding. There's 4 right now. But we had at one point, I think, up to 11 or something like that. People tuning in.
Okay,
so it was fun.
Nice.
Mostly a football channel, so not a bad turnout. But yeah, we're going to hop in, and I'm going to change my stream title and everything. But all right, KP, I'll talk to you later.
Yeah. See you, man.
All right, that was KP. And that was fun. Thanks for hanging out. All right, let's go ahead and get into some Wizards commentary. Washington, changing the title name. Where's Boston Celtics? Play by play / commentary. Playing game. And then gotta get a thumbnail. Images. All right, we switched that up. Got this going for us. We got a 5-3 lead for the Wizards. Nice pass by Kemba inside to Williams. Williams kicks it back out to Walker, swinging it. Jason Tatum pump fakes. Three-pointer, in and out, no good. And Russell Westbrook comes away with the rebound. Beal, in and out dribble, mid-range. Off the side of the rim, no good. Rebound, Jason Tatum. 9:50 to go in the first quarter. Wiz lead 5-3. And Tatum tries to drive, no good. Rebound, Alex Lynn. Coming the other way, Hachimura tries the Euro step and gets the and one. Or did he? No, they're saying it was a charge. Both people cheered thinking they got the call, and Hachimura was the wrong one. Kemba takes the charge to get the Celtics the ball back. All right, still 5-3. Marcus Smart dribbling it up, guarded by Beal. Swings it to Tatum. Tatum to Williams. Williams left wide open, did not decide to take it. Now Jason Tatum gets a pick from Williams and kicks it out. Kemba driving up and under, left hand, layup is good. 5-5. Tie ball game. Russell Westbrook has it, swings it cross court to what's his name? Crap, Neto. There it is. Couldn't think of it for a second. Up, Marcus Smart, wide open three, bang, and Celtics up 8-5, under 9 to go in the first quarter. Alrighty. Hachimura, pump fakes, driving. All right, throws it back out to, all right, Westbrook has it with 4 on the shot clock. He's going to have to shoot. He does pull up a mid-range jumper. Is good. Nice shot there with time running out on the shot clock. Bringing the Wizards within 1. Kemba. Tatum. Thought about pump faking it. Nope. Comes back. Nice kick out. Marcus Smart open in the corner. No good. Rebound, Russell Westbrook. Hachimura. Almost called for another travel. No, it's a turnover. Hachimura getting these passes in the lane, not being able to maintain himself. That was a travel. They missed the call. And Alex Lynn is going to have to get a foul call against Robert Williams to prevent the layup. Man, oh man. Who is that for the Celtics starting right now? I don't even recognize. It's Fournier. Yeah, Fournier definitely traveled there. That was ridiculous. Robert Williams tried to make a poster out of Alex Lynn and did not work out for him. But he still gets the free throws and makes the first. 9-7 now. start this. All right. Kemba could not get the layup. Good steal there by the Wizards. Alex Len driving. Oh, and misses the layup. But Russell Westbrook ends up with the rebound. Gets a fresh 14. Now he's working on Smart. He pulls up from mid-range. In and out. No good. Rebound Celtics. Oh, man. Hachimura not having a good start right now. Not good. Not good. He's had a couple of fouls already. He is going to the bench as well as Alex Len. And Celtics call it a full timeout. Awesome. I'll be right back. I'm going to go get some water. And we'll get ready to get into this. Alrighty. Let's have some fun. Alrighty then. So, Hachimura with 2 points, also 2 personal fouls already, as well as 2 turnovers. Not a good start for the former first-round pick. Wizards not shooting well at all from the floor in general. 0 for 1 from 3 and 3 for 11 from the floor. Celtics, 50% from 3, 2 for 4, as well as 37.5 from the field, 3 for 8. So that would be the reason the Celtics have a 10-7 lead. But yeah, let's... All right. Jason Tatum inbounds it for the Celtics, gets it back, and he just decides to shoot right over Bradley Beal and bangs it home. 13-7. Now 6:50 to go in the first quarter. Looks like Gafford. Oh, Westbrook. Oh, thought about the three. Pump fakes it. Oh, nice alley-oop pass from Russell Westbrook. Nice play there to, I believe it was Gafford. Excuse me. Yes, Gafford was the beneficiary of that alley-oop. Jason Tatum now has it on the block. Almost stolen by Beal. Tatum gets it back, but now is way behind the three-point line. Now he's guarded by Bertans. Pump fakes it. Smart in the corner. No good. Westbrook the rebound. Pushing it up court. Bertans in the corner. Three-pointer. In and out. No good. Rebound Celtics. Fournier now has it for the Celtics. Fournier. Working on Neto. Driving. Oh, nice pass inside to Robert Williams. Kind of lost his balance there. Was a little out of control, but does find Robert Williams under the basket for an easy two-point lay-in. Russell Westbrook. Nice spin move to attack, but cannot get the layup. Looked explosive, but could not do it. Oh, Fournier thought about a three-pointer. Looked like he traveled. They're not calling travel tonight. That's just not happening. Oh, Fournier missed the layup, got his own rebound, and misses a second layup. Now Wizards have it. Russell Westbrook attacking. Oh, nice pass out to Neto. Wide open three. In and out, no good. And Marcus Smart ends up with this rebound. Love that about Russell Westbrook. He always attacks the basket trying to get those rebounds. Did not come away with it, but he was right there. Kemba. Oh, is Gafford have it? Yes, and he does not get called for a travel. And coming back all the way in the fast break, Bradley Beal slams it home. All right, 15-11, 5 to go in the first quarter. Celtics on top with the ball. Celtics setting a pick for Tatum. Tatum. Oh, nice steal by Bradley Beal. Great defense. Tatum was going to shoot an alley-oop attempt and then a turnover right back. Oh, what a bad decision by Westbrook. Actually, probably a good decision, just bad pass. Try to get an alley-oop type pass, and it ends up being an awkward situation where the guy could not handle it. Celtics get the ball back, and Marcus Smart ends up with a 2-point lay-in. So Wizards will use their first timeout, down 6, 17-11 in the first quarter. 4:27 to go. Long commercial break there. Should be coming back any minute now. Taking a look at the box score. Even scoring across the board. Nobody more than 3 points so far for the Wizards. And the Celtics' leading scorer is Marcus Smart with 5 points. Knocking down a 3. Beal does have 3 assists already with 3 rebounds and a steal. So, good game so far for Beal, just not in the scoring department yet. But I'm sure he will get hot before too long. All right. Getting back into the action. Eligible in all 50 states closes at the end of the first quarter. Oh, okay. The over-under for FanDuel. Interesting. All right, Wizards bringing the ball up court. Gafford has it at the top of the key, gets it to Beal. Beal, alley-oop, nice pass. Gafford slams it home. Great play there. Good design by Scotty Brooks at the break to get a quick bucket. 17-13, 4:09 in the first quarter. Kemba tries to get an alley-oop of his own, couldn't quite get it, but Thompson comes away with it anyway. Then, oh, nice hook shot left-hander by the big man. Tough pass, caught it, and gets the lay-in anyway. So 19-13 now, Celtics on top. Gafford to Beal. Beal working on Nesmith. Baseline jumper, no good. Rebound, Celtics. Coming back up, Marcus Smart. Guarded by Smith. Gets to the top of the key to Thompson. Thompson getting it to Kemba. Kemba guarded by... Who is that, actually? Crap. Who's number 1? Hutchinson? Number 1 for... Yeah, Hutchinson. Oh, we're going to get a turnover by the Celtics. Bradley Beal grabbing at something. I'm not sure what that was about. Grabbing at his left leg, it looked like. I think he's okay, so. All right. 19-13. Wizards have the ball. 3:20 to go in the first quarter. Down 6. Bradley getting a pick from Gafford. Bradley Beal. Oh, they're going to get a moving pick violation by Gafford. Marcus Smart certainly selling it if he didn't get hit in the face. He's certainly acting like it. But nonetheless, Celtics have the ball. Walker up, pulls up a 3. Got it! Nice jumper there by Kemba Walker. Love that dude, honestly. I think he's a great basketball player. Ish Smith has it in the lane, guarded by Kemba. He gets a pick from Gafford, driving. In and out dribble. Nice pass inside to Gafford, and Gafford gets the layup. Good ball handling there by Ish Smith. Kemba putting on the pressure, getting around him, and getting the assist. Kemba, oh, loses his balance. No, they're going to call a foul. Gets tripped up. He's trying to weave his way through some defenders. They're going to call the foul. Should be on the ground, though. Kemba just way too short to guard Gafford. They got the switch. Gafford just put it right over top of him. Too easy. Too easy. Beal goes to the bench. So we got Westbrook, Gafford, Ish Smith, Hutchinson, and Bertans on the court for the Wizard. Oh, nice save. No, he did not save it. Nesmith almost saved it out of bounds from going out of bounds, but couldn't quite get there in time. Foot was on the line. All right. Currently have Kemba, Marcus Smart, Tristan Thompson, Nesmith, and what's his name? Ojale? Can't never remember how to say his name. Ojale on the court for the Celtics. OG, I'm going to call him. Marcus Smart driving the lane. Almost blocked by Gafford, but he gets the finger roll over him. Good, tough bucket there. Oh, Ish Smith driving the lane. Gets between 2 defenders and answers quickly to bring him back within 5. Kemba swings it over to Smart. Smart does not use the pick from Tristan, but gets inside, and he has an easy jumper. Cannot get it, though. Mid-range jumper there, no good. Russell Westbrook, Bertans in the corner. Bertans jumped in the air to shoot it, but could not get a clean shot, so he passed it anyway. Then Ish Smith loses it. Turnover. Kemba gets the steal. Smart inside, and are going to get a foul called against the Wizards. Gafford and Tristan Thompson battling it out inside. They say, Gafford, you did too much. And Tristan Thompson will take it to the out-of-bounds line. Down 5, 1:27 to go in the first quarter. Celtics have the ball. See what they do with it. Jason Tatum and Tristan Thompson. Now Pritchard on the court for the Celtics. Swings around to Nesmith. Wide open. No good. And out of bounds, Jason Tatum. Tough miss there for the Celtics. Robin Lopez enters the game for the Wizards. Bertans fadeaway three, no good. Pritchard the rebound, gets it over to Tatum. Tatum thought about shooting a three, doesn't like it. Looked inside. Oh, now they left him open for a three. Too easy. He pump faked the pass. Both defenders went down low, leaving Jason Tatum wide open. That is unacceptable on all fronts for the Wizards. Westbrook driving, pumps, and foul on Nesmith. Doesn't like it, but Russell Westbrook will go to the line for 2 shots. Oh, yeah, got Hutchinson off his feet with that fake pass. Easy bucket. Celtics don't like that call for Russell Westbrook, but he still will go to the line for 2 shots, down 8. Makes the first free throw. 47.7 seconds to go in the first quarter. Down by 7. Westbrook. Free throw is good. 6-point game now. Tatum bringing it up court for the Celtics. Guarded by Hutchinson, holding it. Not in any hurry. Gets a pick from Ojale. Now working on Bertans. Fakes the spin. Now fadeaway jumper, mid-range, no good. But Nesmith comes away with the rebound. Now Tristan Thompson will hold it. Getting it back to Tatum. Back to Tatum with 5 seconds on the shot clock. Working on Hutchinson. Spin move. Fakes the spin. Now double teamed. Has to throw it up. No good. And the Wizards come away with a tough rebound. Man, the Celtics almost got another offensive rebound. Shot clock's off. 5 seconds left. Russell Westbrook gets it inside. Ish Smith pump fakes. And he's going to pull up a mid-range jumper at the buzzer. In and out. No good. And that will be the end of the first quarter. 27 Celtics, 21 Wizards. Gafford leading the Wizards in the scoring column with 6. Marcus Smart, 7 for the Celtics. Neither team shooting particularly well, except for the Celtics in the three-point department with 50% from three-point land. They have 5 three-pointers, while the Wizards have none, and they're up by 6. So basically, there's your difference right there. All right, so that will end the first quarter. We'll take a little break of Roonies, see what's going on. Hope everybody's having a good evening. 9:28 on Eastern Time Zone. Had a good conversation with KP today. My buddy who's a big basketball fan. Played basketball with him in college. And had some fun there. Good convos. Funny conversations. Of course, somebody asked the obvious question whenever you start talking basketball, MJ or LeBron. And my buddy KP is a big LeBron fan, so that was funny. I didn't even partake. It's ridiculous. But yeah. Talked a little predictions. We both picked the Wizards in this game, and he is a LeBron fan, so he's not a Wizards fan, but he does think the Wizards, on a hot streak, can upset the Celtics tonight. That'll be fun. And yeah. This should take us to the end of stream tonight. Want to stream every night, every weeknight from 8 to 11. So thank you guys joining me tonight so far. But definitely keep coming. Lonte Evans says, my friends want the Wizards to lose on purpose so they don't have to go against the Nets. You know, I did actually have that brief thought. That's a good point, Lonte, of, yeah, the winner of this game, do you really win? Right? So who would you rather face, the 76ers or the Nets? And neither opponent is a really fun opponent to play, but definitely would rather face the 76ers, obviously. Nets are just on another planet. And actually, if you get the 8th seed and you actually go on a little bit of a tear, you don't have to see the Nets until the Eastern Conference Finals. Not that I expect either of these teams to get to the finals, but still, it's interesting to think about for whoever wins this game. But I actually have the Celtics losing completely out of the playoffs altogether. And they will lose to the Pacers in my prediction. But that is funny, Lonte, as far as not wanting to go against the Nets. It's a good point. Obviously, if you win, that means you're in, which is nice, but at what cost? Scotty Brooks is talking. What's he saying?
Strong. He feels great. I talked to him. He feels great. We've got to make some shots. We've got a lot of open threes. We've missed some opportunities.
YouTube TV puts me so far behind nowhere.
Just got to be more aggressive.
All right. Wizards have it. Tristan Thompson. Sorry, not Wizards. Celtics have it, excuse me. Tristan Thompson gets called for the charge. Used that big shoulder. He's arguing with the refs, but I thought that was a clear and obvious call, to be very honest. I mean, he just bulldozed Lopez, who was in position. Lopez might have sold a little bit. So good sell job there by Lopez. Because in real time, it looked obvious. Nice pass. Oh, good poked away. Good defense by Tatum. Good speed to recover. Because it would have been a beautiful pass there by Westbrook over to Bertans for a 3, but Jason Tatum showing those long arms and good speed to handle it. Pacers whip the Hornets. You ain't never lie. Good gosh, was that a blowout. Westbrook. Uh-oh. Oh, no. Turnover by Westbrook. What in the world? He went to shoot, didn't like it, and just threw it on the ground, and he couldn't pick it back up without calling a travel. And a tough turnover there for the Wizards. All right, Pritchard gets it to Tatum. Tatum gets a pick from Thompson. Tatum driving. Kicks it out to Ojale. Ojale now drives. And he pulls up a short one. No, quick rebound to Thompson, and he lays it in easy. Good hustle there by Thompson to beat the box out and get the lay-in. Westbrook attacking Tatum. Oh, nice pass to Hutchinson. Hutchinson pump fakes. And tough shot gets to go. Bounced on the rim a few times, but eventually falls. 29-23. Celtics up by 6 with 10:30 to go in the second quarter. Tatum working on Lopez and drives it all the way. Easy right-handed layup. Good take by Tatum. Ish Smith gets inside the lane. Right hand on the left side. Falling. Gets the lay-in. All right. Ojale in the corner. Three-pointer. Wide open. No good. And rebound Ish Smith. Ish Smith coming up court. Going all the way to the basket. Coast to coast. And gets the lay-in. Brings the Wizards within 4 now. 10 to go in the second quarter. Pritchard to Tatum. Back to Pritchard. Oh, Pritchard left wide open, and he hesitates none, but he does not get the 3. As soon as he realized he was open, he dribbled one time to get closer and took the 3, but could not get it. Ish Smith. Oh, he was a little bit of a heat check there. Little shake and bake and seeing what he could do, but he ends up missing that one off the front of the rim. No good for the Wizards. All right, Fournier, pump fakes. And good steal by Westbrook. Ish Smith Coming the other way, gets it back to Westbrook, and he's going to pull up a three. No good. Rebound, Fournier. Fournier to Tatum. Oh, almost lost it, but went off Jason Tatum's head there for a second. That was funny. Tatum, good pass to corner. Swings it back. Oh, Fournier is going to pull up a three off the back of the rim. No good. Rebound, Hutchinson. Gets it up attacking is Russell Westbrook. Going all the way, and they're going to call a blocking foul? No. What kind of foul did they call? Did they call the charge? See what they end up deciding. Can't tell. I think they're going to call a charge. I thought he had good position. Yeah, that was good position. Good call, I believe, on the charge. Because I don't think Westbrook's going to the line now. Yeah. Westbrook's attacked the basket, but kind of out of control. Good defense there by Semi Ojeleye. All right, Kimba. Gets it over to Williams. Williams back to Jason Tatum. Jason Tatum. Euro step. Can't get the layup. And Westbrook the rebound. Williams and Jason Tatum try to get the steal, but no good. Westbrook to Lopez on the block. Lopez fakes the hook and then spins all the way around and goes back to it using that pivot foot. And the Wizards now only down 2, and the Celtics will use a timeout with 8:26 to go in the second quarter. And good game so far. What up, Hassan? Tim, what's good? What's up? I'm a little late. Just took a 3-hour nap. Oh, I love my naps too. I feel that, especially today. Today, I'm taking it to the extreme. Monday, Wednesday, and Friday are going to be my workout days, and Tuesdays and Thursdays are my rest days. So I literally can come home, take a nap, chillax until I go live at 8 o'clock. So we've been live a little over an hour and a half now, having fun, and thanks for stopping by. No worries about being late. You know, whenever you can stop by, it's always good. Always good times. I'm feeling good. It's only day 2 of straight live streaming every weekday, but I'm liking the rhythm I'm getting in so far. It seems to be working well. I need to start reaching out to some more people about maybe having conversations for like an hour or so of the stream, and whenever they're available. So start reaching out to some people. I think that'll be fun. The conversation with KP went really well. Tomorrow we got the Chris and Tim podcast, so that will be fun. Probably won't call any of the games because of that. Probably maybe pay attention and watch them, but maybe not call them because unfortunately the Warriors game starts so late, and I don't want to go until midnight. But still, nonetheless, Chris and Tim podcast. That'll be fun. And then got to see what we got on Thursday. I guess we'll get the play-in game. The loser of this will face the Pacers. So maybe we can watch that. That'll be fun. Yep, just take it one day at a time. Exactly. But I'm liking the rhythm I'm getting. I like the mindset. I like what's going on. And then gotta just, pick out a snippet here or there to talk about. Or to snippet to post the next day. Probably just post the whole conversation with KP, cut that out, and enjoy. Speaking of which, did I record? Oh, I didn't record that. I streamed it, so I have it. I'll just have to download it again. A little odd, but whatever. We'll get her done. What up, Brian? Yeah, definitely reach out, man. Like Louis T or Street Scores. Yeah, maybe. Probably start with a little bit smaller streamers than those, but yeah. I would love to have those guys on the channel eventually. That would be fun. That would be a lot of fun. And of course, there's Ed Oliver. Talk to some other guys too. Who knows? Fournier driving the lane for the Celtics. Nice quick bucket there. Put them up 33-29 now. 8 minutes to go in the second quarter. Westbrook has it for the Wizards. Westbrook over to Bradley Beal. Bradley Beal, 7 seconds on the shot clock. Kicks it over to Smith. Smith is now inside to Lopez. And Lopez doing his spin move. And they're going to get a jump ball called with 2.1 seconds on the shot clock. So if the Wizards win this, they're going to have to shoot quickly, but they should win it because it's Kemba Walker versus Robin Lopez. But we're going to have to get a quick shot right after. Celtics making sure they're guarding the hoop, but they also have to guard everywhere. Trying to get everybody set up. All right. What do they got? Bertans is going to have to fade away 3. Air ball and a 24-second violation for the Wizards. Tough. Tough. All right. Tough call that they called jump ball there. That was odd. I don't know why they called that a jump ball. He had his pivot foot, so he wasn't in the air. It wasn't quick enough to be a jump, so it's a very odd call. But nonetheless, Marcus Smart, step back 3. No good. Rebound Wizards. 7.5 to go in the second quarter. Westbrook out to Ish. Ish, three-pointer straight on. Bang! And the Wizards are within 1. 33-32. 7:01 to go in the second quarter. Oh, almost stolen. Robert Williams comes away with it. Smart to Fournier. Left wide open. No good. All right, coming back the other way. Attacking is Westbrook on the baseline. Tries to get an alley-oop to Lopez, and no good, but Lopez will go to the line for 2 shots. There we go. Good pass there by Westbrook. Lopez makes the first one to tie it up, 33 apiece. Tatum enters the game again for the Celtics. So we got Smart, Kemba, Tatum, Fournier, and Williams. And for the Celtics, we got Hachimura, Ish Smith, Lopez, Neto, and Beal for the Wizards. Oh, nice pump fake there by Kemba Walker to get Ish Smith up in the air, and Kemba Walker will go to the line for 2 shots. Five points for tonight for Kemba. Shoots his first free throw. Is good. Puts the Celtics back on top with another free throw pending. And that is up and good. All right. 35-33, 6:51 to go in the second quarter. Beal. Driving and gets the layup. Nice shot there by Beal. Ties it back up now. Marcus Smart. Little limpage for Smart. Robert Williams. Tatum now to Fournier. Fournier kicks it back out to Smart. Smart with 10 seconds on the shot clock. Almost lost it. Working on Beal. Nice pass to Tatum. And good knockaway by Ish Smith. Tatum was about to pull up a 3, but Ish Smith right there to knock the ball down before he even got off the ground. And that'll be out of bounds with 4.2 seconds on the shot clock for the Celtics. Hassan says, great game so far. Yeah, they're both teams fighting. Both teams looking pretty good so far in this game. 2 seconds. Driving is Tatum and draws the foul. Robin Lopez could not get high enough to get ball and got all arm on that one. So Tatum will definitely go to the line for 2 shots. All right, 6:13 to go in the second quarter. Free throws slowing this game down a little bit here. He makes the first one. And second one's good. All right. 37-35 now. Ish Smith brings it up for the Wizards. We're halfway through the second quarter. Beal has it at the top of the key, getting the double pick. Now guarded by Smart. And, Lopez looking to get him another pick. But instead, Beal stops his dribble. Oh, step back three. Straight on. In and out, no good. Hachimura the rebound, though. And a quick pop. Ties the game right back up for the Wizards. Nice shot there by Hachimura. Jason Tatum to Fournier to Kemba. Getting a pick. Kemba. Three-pointer. No good. Rebound Beal. Beal gets it up to Hachimura on the block. And Hachimura gives the Wizards their first lead of this game. Or first lead in a long time, I guess, since the beginning of the game. All right. Tristan Thompson to Tatum. Tatum back to Thompson. Thompson. Ugh. Terrible looking layup attempt. Yikes. That was disgusting and way off. All right. Beal now has it. Spin move. Working inside. And he's going to pull up a mid-range jumper and he gets it to fall. And just like that, Wizards up by 4 with under 5 to go in the second quarter. Kemba. Oh, nice dribbling. But he can't get the layup. Oh, and then Ish Smith can't handle the rebound, and it'll go out of bounds. Kemba Walker slicing and dicing through that Wizards defense. Gets all the way to the lane, but misses the free throw. He is begging for a foul, though. But did not get it, and that'll be out of bounds on Ish Smith. Oh, no, they're going to call... Oh, no, a technical foul on Kemba Walker. He came up to the ref screaming for his arm, saying he hit my arm, and I guess he got into the ref's face a little too quickly, and Beal will shoot a easy free throw. Kemba now is making friends with the refs now, trying to calm everything down. Kemba still a little heated after that one, but gives the Wizards a free point, and the Wizards... Oof. All right, Celtics inbounding it on the baseline. Gets it inside to Tristan Thompson. Tristan Thompson gets it back to Kemba. Kemba's going to pull up a three. No good. Rebound, Russell Westbrook. Westbrook guarded by Tatum. Getting a pick from Hachimura. Now guarded by Fournier at the top of the key. Oh, nice through pass to Beal. But Beal can't get the mid-range jumper, and he thought he got fouled. Be careful that you don't get a technical foul now. But looks like, oh, Tatum left open on the three. Oh, how did that not go in? Oh my goodness, the ball looked to be 3/4 of the way down into the rim and somehow spun out. Oh my goodness, quick miss by the Wizards, give the Celtics the ball back, but man, Tatum robbed from 3 points. Nice pass inside, and Hachimura, hard foul on Tristan Thompson. Tristan Thompson, Hachimura's got to be careful with that because that's borderline, like, what do they call them? Flagrant foul. Because, yeah, that was, I mean, it wasn't malice, but it didn't look like he was going for the ball. And you have to go for the ball to avoid that flagrant foul call. But nonetheless, they do not even look at it, so... Good foul there by Hachimura to prevent an easy layup. Thompson does make the first free throw, so brings the Celtics back within 4. Thompson. Second free throw attempt coming. 3:59 to go in the second quarter. Thompson. Shot is up. And no good. Rebound Westbrook. Terrible free throw attempt. Way left. Barely hit the rim. Westbrook. It's a pick by Lin. Oh, Beal left open. Oh, no. Bradley Beal does drive it all the way to the lane, but Marcus Smart is in pain. He fell to the ground. Marcus Smart refusing to come out of the game. And Stevens finally calls timeout. And I saw Smart limping earlier, but it looks like this time he is going to have to be taken out of the game because, yeah, it was a non-contact injury. Yeah, he just went down. And it's his ankle. His right ankle is not in good shape. Doesn't even look like he has tape on it. Maybe they could tape him up and bring it back in, but that is not... That is a pretty important loss there for the Celtics. Marcus Smart, a great defender from the point guard position. Not the best scorer in the world, but still can put some points on the board if you need him to. So definitely a hard loss for the Celtics. But yeah, man, Wizards on a fantastic run as of late. Probably, I think it's something along the lines of a 10-4 run, maybe 12-4 run. So good game so far by the Wizards. Really good game by both teams. Not shooting well from the three-point line. 12.5% from three for Wizards, but 48.7% from the floor, so that's not bad. Meanwhile, the Celtics have gone cold. 26.3% from the three-point line. They've missed the last 9 in a row, which is not good, obviously. And 31.7% from the floor. So the Celtics, clearly, you can see why they have lost the lead, is their shots are not falling. Yeah, Jason Tatum right now, 3 for 12 from the field. And Kemba 2 for 8. So both of them shooting 25% from the floor. Beal 4 for 10. Hachimura 3 for 3. Westbrook 1 for 6. That's not good. Beal leading. No, excuse me. Ish Smith leading all scorers with 11. So Ish Smith off the bench, giving him some important minutes. Plus minus score of 11 right now. So Ish Smith feeling it tonight. He's the only one that just made a three-pointer for the Wiz. Oh, AJSTP 003. Really appreciate the super chat of $2. Thank you very much. Gives a little emoji of a dancing dude. Thanks for stopping by and supporting the channel. Really appreciate that. Seriously, thank you. Ooh, Panera Bread. He says, thanks for the work. No problem, dude. I really appreciate it. Having fun. We'll be here every weeknight from 8 p.m. to 11 p.m. doing different stuff. Sometimes calling games, chatting it up with other people, maybe even a little bit of gaming. I like to play Call of Duty sometimes, but, you know, who knows? We'll be doing all sorts of things on the channel. So hit that sub button and the notification bell to know when we go live. So appreciate it. All right, we're back in with 3.5 to go in the second quarter. Fournier kicked it back out to Kemba, back to Fournier, getting a pick from Williams, and Fournier jacks up a three. Way long, no good. Rebound, Bradley Beal. Bradley Beal slows it down a little bit, getting a pick from Lin now. In and out dribble, back inside to Lin, and he shoots a quick little one-hand jumper and gets to fall. And Wizards now up by 8 on a huge run over the Celtics right now. Tatum kicks it out to Kimba, pump fakes, and he shoots a mid-range jumper, and bang. Oh, no, they're going to call travel on Kimba. Oof. Tough break. Oh, there's Marcus Smart jumping up and down, getting that injury going. But yeah, that's huge because now that takes 2 points off the board and keeps the lead at 8 for the Wizards. Westbrook driving, looking for an alley-oop, and whoa, where did that... Oh, did it get blocked by Tatum? Must have been blocked by Tatum. Wizards keep the ball with 14 seconds. Good defense there, then. I didn't even see him get a hand on it. That was pretty cool. Appreciate it, Hassan. Appreciate it. Westbrook to Beal. Beal swings it to Bertans. Back to Neto. Neto drives the lane. Runner. No good. And Lin tried to poke it back to Neto. And, oh my goodness. Oh, 2 Wizards end up on the ground. What a weird scenario. So a long rebound. Bertans is standing there waiting for the ball to come to him while Neto and Kimba were screaming at the ball. Neto and Kimba end up running into Bertans, and Neto and Bertans end up on the ground, and then Fournier picks up the ball and just passes it over to Kimba for an easy lay-in. What a terrible series of events for the Wizards. Ooh, nice take there. Reverse layup by Jason Tatum going all the way. Good take there. Left-hander. Lin on the baseline working on Williams. He has to kick it out to Bertans. Bertans jacks up a 3 off the front of the rim. No good. But Westbrook gets the rebound over Kimba and lays it right back in. 50-42, 1:40 to go in the second quarter. Kimba Walker. Oh, way too fast for Bertans. Oh, but he can't get the layup. But then the putback and the foul. What a... Wow, he missed the layup with no call. Then he gets the tip in, but Neto comes over and hits his arm on the putback, but the ball goes in. Wow. Kimba. Making it look easy. Kimba does make the free throw for the three-point play, so we're now 50-45 with a minute and a half to go in this second quarter. Lin has it at the top of the key. Gets it to Beal. Beal guarded by Fournier. Beal. Pump fakes. Oh, leaner. And off the backboard and in. Tough shot there by Beal. He gets it to fall, though. All right. Winding down this first half with a minute to go. Tatum. Pump fakes the 3 and draws the foul. Looks like a 3-point play opportunity. Let's take a look at his feet when he got fouled. I think they were behind there, but it was close. And so a nice 3-point opportunity for the Celtics. Bradley Beal has 11 points this quarter. Strong second quarter for I think the league in scoring. I think he's been outstanding this year in the scoring department, averaging 31 points a game. Tatum makes the first one. Second shot up. And then it falls. All right. Danced around the rim there a little bit, but does go in. 52-47 now. 103. And one more free throw pending. There's Jaylen Brown with the broken wrist. Had to get season-ending wrist surgery and has to ride it from the bench from here on out. Tatum does complete the 3 free throws and now brings the Celtics within 4. 1 minute to go in the second quarter. Westbrook backing down Tatum. Spin move to the baseline and blocked by Tatum. Oh, but then falls. Uh-oh, Robert Williams is on the ground and he looks banged up. Marcus Smart back in the game from the ankle injury. Cannot get the 3 to go, but long rebound ends up in Jason Tatum's hands. And it looks like we're going to get a timeout from the refs, actually, because Williams has yet to get off the court, or off the floor. He's still writhing in pain on the ground. Hopefully it's nothing too serious, but tough break. He came down awkward on those legs. May have been his left leg, maybe. Oh! It's his right ankle. Okay. Definitely his right ankle. And his right ankle is kind of awkwardly, yeah, he is not doing good. His right ankle looks like it's stuck in a bad position. Yeah, he is not feeling good. I mean, to me, his right ankle looked like it did something weird. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's something else that's weird. But I looked away pretty quickly. All right, we got a commercial break for the timeout for the injury. So we'll go ahead and take a look at the box score while we got a break. Bradley Beal with 13 points leads the Wizards in that department. Jason Tatum leading all scorers with 15 points. Kemba Walker has 12 points himself. Ish Smith coming off the bench for the Wizards with 11. Westbrook already in the first half with 12 rebounds, including 3 offensive rebounds. Westbrook only 6 points, but 5 assists and 12 rebounds. Whew, he could put up a stat sheet, man. Fill it right up. Also has 2 steals to boot. So there you go. Westbrook, unfortunately, he is in the -2 department, but it is what it is. I don't even want to watch. I'm sorry. I'm not good with the injuries. I can't detail you the injuries. Oh, but good news is Williams is now walking off the court. So on his own power. So that's really good. Jason Tatum, guarded by Beal. 4 seconds on the shot clock. Fade away, mid-range jumper from the free throw line is good. And draws the foul. Beal is confused, but Tatum fell to the ground and drew it. Let's take a look here. Oh, he kicked his leg out a little bit. Let's take a look again. Here's the other replay. Step back. That leg kick. I thought they got rid of that leg kick. I thought you can't do that anymore. But, hey, it worked out in Tatum's favor that time, and he will go to the line for another 3-point play. This is 2 and 1s as well as a foul on a 3-point attempt. Fouls are killing the Wizards right now to make them lose their lead. The 3-point play is good. 31.3 seconds left. Westbrook drives, gets it to Alex Len. Alex Len takes it all the way, and Westbrook comes screaming home to slam it with a putback dunk. Puts the Wizards back up by 3. 25 seconds left to go in the second quarter, so it's a little over 1 second difference between the game clock and the shot clock. Tatum is going to hold it for one of the last shots, though. Up at the half court, 10 seconds on the shot clock. Now he's looking to attack. Almost lost it. Gets it back, and he's going to pull up a 3. No good. And, oh, they're going to call a foul against Alex Len on the rebound. Oh, what a great putback by Westbrook. But, yeah, let's take a look here on Westbrook slapped Alex Len in the face, his own teammate. Alex Len looked upset for it first, but then he was like, hey, you made it, so good for you. Oh, Tristan Thompson's going to go to the line for 2 free throws. Oh, he missed the first one, though. 3.2 seconds on the game clock in the first half. Great putback. And then he punched him right in the face by accident. Westbrook. That's funny. All right, 3.2 seconds. They pull Alex Len out. Yeah, because they're going to have a long shot opportunity probably. Need speed and shooting abilities. Oh, never mind. They brought in Lopez. Oh, just kidding. Beal gets it. 3 seconds on the shot clock. And pulls up. No good. And they're going to get a charging foul against Bradley Beal. 45 feet away from the basket. 0.2 seconds. And that will be the end of the first half. But yeah. Oh, yikes. That was a lot of fouls down the stretch. I mean, look at this. Hachimura already has 3. And Lin has 3. Gafford has 3. Beal now has 2. I mean, there was a lot of unnecessary fouls taken by the Wizards, and that allowed the Celtics to claw their way back. You can see here 13 out of 15 free throw attempts to the Wizards, 5 for 7. So they've shot over twice as many free throws as the Wizards to bring them back within 2, because their shooting from the field has been pretty bad. 34.7 from the field, 22.7 from 3. They've missed their last 12 3-pointers, that being the Celtics, but Wizards bailing them out in the free throw department. All right, what else we got? Yeah, because Wizards are actually shooting pretty decent right now. 24 for 48 from the field, 50% as well. But the three-pointer, though, not enough threes. Only 1 for 9 for the Wizards. Westbrook ended the first half with 13 rebounds, including the last one being a put-back dunk on the offensive end. 4 offensive rebounds for Mr. Westbrook, 8 points and 5 assists, as well as 2 steals. Kemba has 12 points, only 1 assist, 2 steals, and 3 rebounds. Ish Smith, nice 11-point game with also 5 rebounds and 1 assist coming off the bench. So nice performance on him. He's a plus 11 in the plus-minus category. And yeah, we got a nice game coming into halftime and fighting for the right to be the 7th seed to go against the Nets are both these teams, and should be an interesting battle coming down the stretch. What up, AJ? Boston is getting some weak calls their way. Yeah, I mean, there was definitely too many fouls down the stretch there for the Wizards. I mean, the Wizards had an 8-point lead at one point and still scoring, but then allowed a and one for the Celtics, followed by the next series a foul on a 3-pointer, giving them 3 more free throws, and then another and one the next time down court, and then a loose ball foul on Alex Lynn sent Tristan Thompson for the to the line for free on a rebound on a loose ball. So tough break there for the Wizards down the stretch, but they did win the quarter by 8 points, 33-25 after a rough first quarter. So 54-52 though, respectable score. Some good defense, some good offense. Not, it's not one of those where it's just a open lane all night for either teams, but it's not like something where neither team is getting their points either. So nice average score here at halftime. All right, let's take a minute at halftime to go ahead and take a look at the box score of the blowout known as the Pacers versus Hornets game. LaMelo Ball getting his first opportunity at a playoff atmosphere, and see how he did. He went 14 points, 4 for 14 from the field, 2 for 6 from 3, 4 for 6 from the free throw line, only 4 assists, and a plus-minus for him of minus 35. Did not have a very good night. Bridges did go 10 for 16 with 23 points for the Hornets, so not bad for him. But yeah, this team goes through a lot of LaMelo Ball, and that did not come out right. All right, going to the Pacers. Sabonis, 7 for 15 with 14 points, 0 for 2 from 3. Brissett, 10 for 14 with 23 points. Drew Holiday, no, sorry, this is a different Holiday. Sorry, Justin Holiday. I want to say Drew. But 12 points, 21 points for McDermott, and 16 for Brogdon. I like this scoring, okay? This is a sign of a good, well-rounded team. Nobody over the top, crazy scoring. It's just a nice team win for the Pacers. You can see here off the bench as well, they had 3 guys in double digits. McConnell with 17. Bedades? Sure. 14 points. And Martin off the bench with 14. Who's this? Kalen Martin. Yeah, tough out for the Charlotte Hornets to go out like that. But Pacers have been a better team most of the year, so good for them to earn their spot in the game playing the loser of this. I hate the lean call. Yeah, where what's his name put his leg out against, I believe it was Beal. Yeah, that was a tough call for them for sure. Tough call. Bang. But Wizards, man, they're on a whole nother level, which is really, really good. Really, really good. Very happy with how the Wizards are performing. Good. I was making sure nobody was crying about copyright claims. I used a video the other day that was supposed to be copyright free, and I got copyright claimed. It was probably bullcrap. I probably could have argued it, but I just deleted the stream and said it's not worth the small amount of money. So what it is, what it is. We always have a slow start, but after halftime, we turn into the old Warriors, where they just go off. We're gonna need it. We're gonna need it. We only have a 2-point lead, so second half is going to be extremely important. Can't afford to lose the second half. Even you can only lose it by 1 and still win. So basically, it's a tie game here. This could go either way. But yeah, Beal with 13. I would like to see him get 33 by the end of this. If he can get 33 by the end of the game, I'd feel pretty good. And then Westbrook should end the game with 22. That would be my prediction. With also 21 rebounds. All right. Well, Marcus Smart, he's playing through some injuries right now. Marcus Smart, man, he is being a warrior right now with that. He tweaked it early in the game. You could see him tweak it, but stayed in, and then he ended up falling completely. Yeah, oof. Tough, but he stayed in the game. And then also we got to take a look at Robert Williams. He may be out of the game for the rest of the night, which will definitely hurt the Celtics as well. I mean, that's tough right there. You can't lose those two. How about them Warriors? I have you guys losing tomorrow to the Lakers, but then winning against the Spurs, because I have the Spurs beating the Grizzlies. But yeah, the Warriors are on a tear as well. They're doing really well. Bertans needs to hit his shots and stop trying to act like he's Curry or Dame with the logo threes. Yeah, he's been shooting some wild threes tonight. Fadeaways and stuff. One of them was, in his defense, he had to get rid of it with like 2 seconds on the shot clock after that tip, the jump ball tip. But outside of that, I mean, he's been heat checking like every one of his shots. He's 0 for 4 right now. Tough. And he's not really giving us anything. Like, look at the stat sheet. Oh, my God. In the first half, 16 minutes, 0 for 4 from the field. No free throw attempts, no rebounds, no assists, no steals, no blocks. Like, all he's given us is a personal foul on the stat sheet and a couple of shot attempts, but that's it. Tim, are you mad that we are letting Morgan Moses go? So I did talk about this earlier, but no problem. I can talk about it now at half. At first I didn't like it, and I don't necessarily still like it. Okay, I would rather keep him because I liked having all this tackle depth. Because we've had injuries to the O-line before, and I would like to keep the depth. But that being said, I mean, depending on what we can get for him, I'm not necessarily sold on keeping him either. You know, like if some team comes along for the right price, maybe you never know. Maybe a Chiefs team may be interested in another tackle, or the Bengals may be interested in another tackle. Like there could be some interesting teams that are you never know. Of course, you have teams like Seattle. You have teams like the Broncos that need O-line help. So if there should be a market for him, to be honest, because he's not overly expensive. He's not some like huge cap hit. I think he's only maybe 10, 11 million for a tackle, and there's nothing wrong with that, right? Like teams, Washington, Morgan Moses is a $9.6 million cap hit this year. If we eat some of that, which I think it is, even if we trade post June 1st, Morgan Moses, we lose 1.9. Does it change anything pre? No. Okay, so whether we trade him post or pre, it doesn't matter. And that's save 7.7 million and get a couple of picks for him or something. You never know. Yeah, Raiders are another team for sure. Ravens for one of their linebackers, Malik Harrison, who is on a rookie deal. Yeah, I mean, you know what I mean? Like, it depends on who or what. I would like to add draft capital personally, because while I think we can have a good year, I don't really see us necessarily winning like anything meaningful this year because of the lack of quarterback. So if we add draft capital, we could still have a fantastic year this season because we have a great young team, but then have more opportunities to maybe have more ammo to move up and get maybe one of the quarterbacks of the future. If we get pick number 19, 20, 21, somewhere in there, then we can maybe move up just like the Bears did this year and go get one of our falling quarterbacks, which would be fun. DRG, what up? Let's go Pins. We won. There you go. Did you guys win by more than 2? I got to ask this now. NHL, what was the final score? No. Oh, hold up. I thought you said they won. Oh, there it is. Oh, it was only by 1. That's funny. Now I'm ready for the Wizards' second half. Let's go. We're going to have a good second half for the Wizards. Should be fun. Or go get Lamont Huntley. Lamont Jackson 2.0. That's funny. I know, Chris has been talking about maybe using Morgan Moses in a trade to go get Love. I don't know if the Packers need a tackler or not, but that could be interesting. Oh, God. Twitter's a crazy place. Anyway, who is the Chris Killer dude we signed earlier today? Who is this Chris Killer dude we signed earlier today? I'm not sure who you're talking about. Did we sign somebody? Chris Miller? I know nothing about Chris Miller. Oh, he's a DB. Another new face and name has been added to the Washington football team's defensive backfield. 23 was undrafted last year out of Baylor and was signed by the Seattle Seahawks, but was later released and caught on with the Tennessee Titans practice squad before joining the Cardinals, who waived him on Monday. Miller was known as a fierce hitter in Waco and totaled 177 tackles, 1 sack, 3 forced fumbles, 6 pass defenses over the 4 full seasons in 40 games. He ran a 4.61 40 with 12 bench reps, 35.5-inch vertical, and a broad jump at 133. According to his draft profile of a year ago, Miller doesn't believe in half measures, playing with frenetic energy and a ravenous desire to attack the football. That's a good part. Here's the bad. He plays with very little self-control, which leads to poor angles, missed tackles, and in 2019, 3 targeting penalties. That's not good. That means he was kicked out of... Holy crap. In 1 year, he was kicked out of 3 games in college? Yikes. Miller is considered a bit of a tweener, somewhere between a corner and a safety, and the competition at that particular area is fierce, especially at safety. As of now, Washington has Landon, Troy Apke, DeShazer Everett, Cameron Curl, Derek Forrest, and Jeremy Reeves all battling out for 4 likely spots. And at the corner, Washington still has William Jackson III, Kendall Fuller, Jimmy Moreland, St. Juice, Greg Stroman, Darrell Roberts, and others. It's a long shot for Miller, but competition breeds change, and that's the best chance he has right now. Okay, well, so from the sounds of it, doesn't look like it's much of a signing. It's kind of just like a camp body and seeing what he can bring. Seems to going to be a good attitude, dude, from what I just read, which is cool. But overall, you know, it's one of those signings that's kind of irrelevant. You know what I mean? Thoughts on Morgan Moses? You may have already said. Yes, I did talk about Morgan Moses, and we're about to start back into the game. Maybe at one of the commercial breaks, I'll go back into it. Here we go. Oh, Jason Tatum draws the foul on Neto. Wow. Really? They called that a foul on Neto and won? Oh, my goodness. All right, that was a bad call. Neto was in position. He had his hands straight up. How did they get that call? Anyway, he completes the three-point play. Westbrook bringing it up now for the Wizards. Gets it over to Beal. Beal gets a pick from Lynn. With Beal driving and gets an and one of his own. And Bradley Beal will have a chance for a three-point play. There you go, Beal. Way to attack. Well on his way. Oof. Interesting call, because Kimba looked in position just like Neto did, but at least they're calling it consistently. Consistently. No one can do it consistently. All right, Jason Tatum, after the missed free throw for Beal. Oh, nice pass inside to Fournier. Oh, Fournier couldn't handle it. Wow, they're going to call in foul for the Wizards. But this is a on the floor. So, no free throw attempts. So, Celtics will take the ball out. Marcus Smart, being a soldier, man, coming back in even after that ankle injury. Kemba, wide open three, is good. And the Celtics back on top by 2. Westbrook gets it over to Beal. Beal pulls up a 3 of his own. In and out. No good. Rebound, Marcus Smart. Kemba, nice behind the back, attacking the basket. And no good and no foul. Alex Lynn seemed like he easily could have got a call for a foul there. Bertans, open 3, off the back of the rim. Bertans 0 for 5 from three-point land. Not good. Nice poke away by Westbrook in transition. But Celtics maintain possession. 58-56, 10:49 to go in the third quarter. Good, hard-fought game right now. Celtics a little banged up. Obviously, they did not have Brown coming into the game. Marcus Smart going in and out of the game right now with the ankle injury. He is back in. And then Robert Williams III went to the locker room for, it looked like a hurt, maybe ankle, in my opinion. Missed shot there by Tristan Thompson. Westbrook has it now for the Wizards. Currently down 2. A nice swing over to Neto. Oh, bad pass by Neto. He thought Bertans was going to attack the basket. Bertans ended up leaving and going away from the basket. But, oh, Jason Tatum could not make the fast break layup, but he did get fouled, so he will go to the line for 2 shots. Tatum, to Kemba, bang! Or so they call the foul on the ground, so they pass it in, and Kemba knocks down a three, and the Wizards will use one of their timeouts. Down 5, 10:22 to go in the third quarter. All right, so to answer your question though, DRG, Morgan Moses, yeah, it depends on what we can get for him. I'm okay with him moving on. I would rather keep him, so I'm not desperate to move on from him. But if we can get the right price for him, and what I'm thinking is a third plus. You know, I wouldn't mind a third and a seventh even, or third and a sixth, somewhere in there. I think is what I would want for him. I don't think we can get much for him. He is a 30-year-old tackle, but he's not super expensive. He's only about $9.5 million, so not bad there. And I think he's a talented right tackle. So I think somebody should be interested in him, especially a team like the Bengals or the Seahawks or maybe the Broncos or teams like that. So I think that making that move would be not a horrible thing, but I would like to keep him because I like the depth at tackle we have right now, and especially with injuries we've had in the past at the tackle position, I think he's good. Problem is he's 30 and not a Pro Bowler, just a solid starter. Yeah, but the thing is that if you're a team that's trying to like make a push, especially in maybe protecting a guy like Russell Wilson, Seahawks may get a little bit desperate. Also, I mean, tackles are tackles. I mean, obviously, I know that left tackles are a little bit more like a higher valued, and they should be. But a right tackle is very important, especially if you have a left-handed quarterback such as Miami. Miami did draft Liam Eichenberg though, so they have no reason to go get ours. But maybe I don't know if there's another left-handed quarterback in the league right now, but maybe a team like that needs a right tackle for a left-handed one would be good too. Just on time, these refs. Yeah, I know it's tough goings right now, man. Tough goings. All right, Lynn can't get the layup, and Celtics get the ball. All right, Kemba over to Marcus Smart. Marcus Smart to Tatum. Tatum working on Westbrook. Fade away. No good. Rebound, Beal. Beal gets a pick from Lynn. Pull-up jumper. No good. Fournier the rebound. 9:30 to go in the third. Celtics up by 5. Tatum kicks it out to Kemba. Left wide open 3. Bang! Kemba with back-to-back threes, putting the Celtics now back up by 8 points. Big run here now for the Celtics. Kemba hyped up. Westbrook. Oh, we're going to get an off-ball foul against Smart. And Beal will draw it. So that'll be a quick out of bounds now for the Wizards. Good pass there by Tatum, finding the open Kemba, and Kemba knocking down the open jumper. Westbrook pulls up a three, in and out, no good. Rebound Kemba. Wizards gone cold now. Need to stop the bleeding here. See if they can't get a stop. Kemba inside to Tristan. Almost poked away. Tatum now has it on the baseline, guarded by Smith. Fakes the spin, fade away over the right shoulder. Oh my God, hit the back of the rim, off the backboard, and falls, putting the Celtics up by 10. The Celtics on a huge run right now. Up Smith, kicks it over to Beal. Beal pulls up a three, in and out, no good. And Celtics with the rebound. Wizards cannot stop the bleeding. Fournier to Kemba. Kemba directing traffic. Now getting a pick from Tatum. Oh, Tatum left wide open in the corner. Oh, no. And the Celtics have blown this game wide open now with a 13-point lead. After being down 2 at half, the Celtics are on a 15-2 run to start this. No, sorry. 17-2 run to start this third quarter. Holy smokes. Not good, as they say. Not good. Unbelievable. Where's the, do we not see the thing? Where do I see, like, the quarter breakdown? I don't see that here anymore. Oh, there. No, that's one probably. That's weird. Oh, there it is, right here. Yeah, 17-2 run in this third quarter. Ugh. Tough. Tough. We'll see you Thursday. This is over. Oh, man. Yeah, this... Not the start to the second half that we wanted. That's for sure. Not the start to the second half. I hope Scott Brooks gets fired. I mean, I'm not enamored by Scott, so if he ends up getting canned, I'm not shedding a tear over it. I mean, coaches are only so much in the league, right? I mean, there's only so many Greg Pops in the world, and it's so many. I mean, like one. But mostly it's just you got to get the players, man. You got to get the players. So, and I mean, Beal is a great offensive weapon. Westbrook's a stat machine, but you know this team, they're playing well down the stretch, but they're really not that great of a team, honestly. So it is what it is. If we don't make the playoffs this year, we need to trade everyone and blow it up. I mean, that or we need to add more. You know, like Westbrook and Beal are a fine start to a big three, but you got to add one more that's actually legit. You know, that's hopefully the best player on the team at that point. And who would that be? I don't know. I don't even know who really would be available. But you got to make a move. Right? I mean, but unfortunately, Beal might be gone. They've already talked about maybe the Bulls adding Beal as a part of their big three with Zach LaVine and Vucevic, which Beal added to that team would be very, very interesting. I would like the Bulls. Not necessarily to like go all the way, but still be a top 5 team in the East, top 4 maybe, and be a very, very interesting team to watch. You know, that'd be a lot of fun. We literally can't rebuild. I know. We lost our first round pick, too. All right, we're back in. Beal has it at the top of the key. Getting a pick from Gafford. Almost stolen. Marcus Smart knocked it out of bounds, though. All right, now we're back in. Bradley Beal drives, but no. Gafford gets the rebound and tips it back in. All right, so the bleeding has stopped. Let's see if we can get a stop now. Well, the bleeding hasn't stopped, but at least an answer. Oh, no. Nice pass there. Inside to Jason Tatum with a quick layup. Down 13 again, 71-58. Beal. In and out dribble to Bertans. Beal. Drives and can't get it. Ay, ay, ay. Short jumper, one-handed, cannot fall. Tatum 3. Oh, my God. 16-point lead for the Celtics now. Oh, my goodness. A 22-4 start in this half. And Westbrook drives, and he will get fouled and go to the line for 2. We killed ourselves with the old inefficient Westbrook, paying Davis Bertans, getting 15 mil, and wasting Beal's career with trash young players and old trash veterans. This organization is a dumpster fire for the past 40 years. I mean, that's just the NBA, dude. That's just the NBA. The NBA is just, I mean, it's very rare that you build a team nowadays and, like, actually have a chance at the championship. You know what I mean? Like, it's sucks to say. I'm not happy about it, but that's just what the NBA is. You know, like, right now it's like, oh, cool, the Utah Jazz and the 76ers are the 1 seeds in their conference. Neither of them are going to probably make it out of the conference because you have built teams like the Lakers that just add teams from free agency, and of course the Nets on the East, and we all know the Nets, what their crap is. So I mean, it's just, unfortunately, the NBA is just like that. Oh, nice block there by Gafford on Tatum. Now Wizards coming back the other way, down by 14. Westbrook shoots a 3, no good. Ish Smith though comes away with the rebound. Good offensive rebound, back to Westbrook. Westbrook attacking an offensive foul. He put his hand out there, and you can't do that. That's tough. Like you said, you have to have a big market, be a big market, or for some reason be the Nets and get lucky as hell with 2 superstars. I mean, obviously the Nets are a big market. It's Brooklyn, so they're a pretty big market. But yeah, I mean, it's the market is one thing, but ooh, nope, no good. Rebound, Wizards. Westbrook coming back the other way, attacking, and can't get the layup. Oh, but he draws the foul. Sweet. So he will go to the line for 2 shots. But yeah, I mean, is big market the real answer? I mean, I guess. I mean, would you consider, like, Miami a big market? I guess. I don't necessarily say they're a big market. I don't know what the population of Miami is, but obviously Miami, though, is in a great location, even if it's not big. Let's see here, Miami population. Yeah, it's only 450,000, so that's not a big spot at all, but it's Miami, so that's why people like to go there. But yeah, obviously LA. I mean, Chicago's not been good for a long time. New York's not been good a long time. You know, think about the teams. I mean, it's Golden State, San Francisco area, I guess. Meh. But oh, nice pass by Fournier inside to Tristan Thompson, slams it home, and 14-point lead again. Yikes almighty. Westbrook attacks and draws a foul and 1. They're going to call it an and 1 to Tristan Thompson, a goaltending call, and the foul. So good defense, or good drive there, I should say. Anthony Johnson, look what I'm saying. That's not a charge. Weak calls all game, lol. I mean, he put his arm out there. I'm not going to call that one a weak call. And even if it wasn't like a real push-off, even if he sold it, you can't put your arm out there and extend that's going to get you called all the time, even if you didn't technically push. Miami is huge because of, like, hardly any taxes. Well, no, Miami's not that big. I just showed you. It's only 450,000. I mean, when you talk about market, I mean, it's not a small market. I mean, I'm sure, like, Oklahoma City's smaller, but maybe not. I mean, Oklahoma City might be, like, the same. Oklahoma City's bigger if you look at it technically. And there's other places like that are probably another, similar situation. But hey, look at that. Bertans actually gets on the board with a 2-point jumper. Brings it back to a 10-point game. Hold up. Oh, they count it as a 3 right now. Looks like... No, wait. What? Why does this say 65 and the TV says 66? What did they have before? Oh, yeah, this is wrong. This should be 66. Oklahoma City is the smallest market in the NBA. I mean, Milwaukee's smaller. Milwaukee population. Yeah, that's only 594. Denver, I don't know what Denver is. Oh, nice drive by Beal. And okay, all right. Hold up. The Wizards are not... And they're not dead yet. Hold the phone, ladies and gentlemen. 76-68, back to an 8-point game when they were down by as much as 16. For the Wizards, we got... Oh, nice take there. Nice kick. Oh, swings it. One more. Nesmith in the... And bang. Just like that, a 3-pointer puts them back up by 11. 4:28 to go in the third quarter. Beal has it at the top of the key. Gets a pick from Gafford. And we're going to drive it. Oh, almost lost. Beal, and then does lose it. Beal wanted a foul, but doesn't get it. Instead gets a turnover. Fournier in the corner. Fournier to Nesmith. Back, swings it around. Kemba now has it on the other side. Oh, nice jab step. Separation. Doesn't get it, though. Tristan Thompson the rebound. And Bertans fouls him on the layup, but does not make the layup. So Thompson will go to the line for 2 shots. That's the market I'm talking about? What do you mean? I feel like Chris right now doubting the franchise. I mean, it just sucks, That's just the NBA for you, dude. It's just the NBA. It's not like the other sports where you can actually build a team. I mean, yeah, you could build a start. You have to build a nucleus kind of thing, right? But you're going to have to get 1 or 2 superstars to want to come to your team, and it just sucks. Who can Giannis attract to make Milwaukee a legit contender? And so far, the answer is nobody. Westbrook was in Oklahoma City for years, and he couldn't attract anybody else. I mean, they were a team that if they were able to hold it together, Oklahoma City could be a team that's, built from the ground up. And, like, Thunder is a good example of a team built from the ground up, but then they got KD. It's like, okay, well, at that point, it's kind of like cheating. But they did win the championship. Toronto built a nice nucleus, but then they got Kawhi. Miami built a nice little team, but then they got Jimmy. Lakers, they traded for AD and LeBron, so there's that. Nets, obviously. I mean, all the great teams. I guess, like, the Sixers are, like, the one team now. Oh, well, the Sixers and Utah are 2 teams that, like, they didn't go out and add, like, huge stars, right? They've built so far, and as well as Denver. So that you can have a good team, but you're not really going to make it to that next step without that addition from free agency. All right, Ish Smith will go to the line for 2 shots, makes the first. Yeah, well, the Seattle Supersonics actually were the team that drafted Durant, but then that same year they moved to OKC. Like, who has OKC signed that's good compared to Miami? That's what I mean. No, I understand. Yeah, but it's not about the market at that point. It's just the location. All right. Ish Smith makes both free throws, brings the lead back down to 10. So we're looking at 80-70 right now. 3:25 to go in the third quarter. Wizards have stopped the bleeding a little bit, but they just got to keep up the pressure. Jason Tatum backing him down. And, nice fadeaway jumper over top of Beal. Celtics back up by 12. Westbrook on the bench right now. All right, so we got Beal, Ish Smith, Gafford, Bertans, and who's number 24? I don't even remember. Oh, turnover by the Wizards. Tatum coming the other way, attacking, and gets fouled. Garrison Matthews is the guy that I could not think of his name. Fouls Jason Tatum. Unfortunately, that's how I get his name. Yeah, but Seattle was the same team, right? So they still drafted. Correct. I hear you. I wish that. I mean, we set up the team for Durant to come here, and then he didn't even give us an interview. So that just hurt. It's hurt. It hurt. All right, Jason Tatum makes both free throws, putting the Celtics back up by 14 with just under 3 to go in this third quarter. Ish Smith has it at the top of the key now for the Wizards. Uh-oh. Oh, no. What in the world? Bertans is on the ground grabbing his neck. Bertans still hasn't gotten up. Beal knocks down a huge, long three. Bertans then finally does get up. Oh, man. I don't like that. I mean, if you were good, you're like... And then foul by Bertans. Bertans not happy. I mean, Bertans is acting like he got shot in the neck. What happened? Oh, come on, bro. Bertans. Oh, jeez Louise. Oh, come on. You need to get fined for that flop. Oh, Bertans. That was embarrassing. Oh, jeez Louise. Oh, God. I am not a fan of Bertans anymore after that. That was disgustingly embarrassing. He got touched in the neck, and he's rolling on the ground as if somebody elbowed him in the throat. Like, literally, all he did was that, coming across his neck. And he goes down to the ground, rivaling in pain. Oh, my jeez. Ish Smith knocks down a short jumper. So it's a 86-75 game now. Smart. Looking for Tatum inside. Does get it there. Gafford now comes to help. Knock back out. Kicks out to Nesmith. Oh, steal by Smith. We got numbers. 3 versus 2. Westbrook. And can't get the layup. And oh my goodness. Missed the layup. You had a 3 versus 2. And nothing comes away from it. Great. Nesmith now the other way. 3. Oh, no good. Off the back of the rim. Long rebound for Bradley Beal. Beal. Gets it to Gafford. Gafford swings it to Matthews, and he's going to pull up a 3, and he knocks it home. Back to an 8-point ball game. 86-78, 1:15 to go in the third. Oh, please, Tim, you would do the same thing. Ugh. No, I would never do that. I would never do that. I don't even call fouls when I play ball. I let other people call fouls if they foul me. If I play ball, I don't call fouls. All right? I'm way too big to call fouls. Way too big. He acted like he got killed that he hit. He got killed that he hit NBA. Sucks. Yeah, I mean, that was embarrassingly bad. He said, oh, please, Tim, you do the same thing. Ay. Oh. All right. So Tatum knocks down the first free throw. Gets another one pending. All right. Russell Westbrook. Beal. And bang! Knocks down a short little jumper. Back down to 8-point lead, 88-80. Third quarter, 45 seconds left. Beal already has 22 points. 9 of them coming in this quarter. Kemba, 9 seconds on the shot clock. Back to Tatum. Tatum working on Ish, and he tries to draw the foul. Doesn't get it, but he makes it anyway. What a shot by Jason Tatum. Unbelievable. Ish Smith will hold it. They can't hold it for the last shot. There's about a 7-second difference between the game clock and the shot clock. 10 seconds down on the shot clock now. Looking to try to get it to Beal. Ish. 5 seconds on the shot clock. Driving. Kicks it out to Westbrook. Open three. And what happened? They're going to call a charging foul on Ish Smith? Oh my god, he came sliding in. I don't like that call. I think that should have been a no call, to be honest. I mean, it's a pass anyway. I think that should have been a no call. Tough. Oh, poked away! And Beal's going to shoot a three-quarters shot! And no good. Good defense there by Ish. And that will be the end of the third quarter. 90-80. Huge quarter for the Celtics. 38 points for the Boston Celtics in that quarter to 26 for the Wizards. So, offensive explosion there for the Celtics. Let's take a look at the box scores. 22 points for Beal, 14 for Westbrook. Ish Smith has 15 points off the bench. Jason Tatum has 41 points. Oh my goodness. And it's only the end of the third quarter. And a lot of these points came in this quarter. I don't remember what he had. I don't think anybody had more than like 15. So I think he had a 26-point quarter for Jason Tatum. Oh my god. Whoa. Okay. Good game there for him for sure. All right. I guess we're freeing up space for to sign John. I mean, we don't need to free up space for John. I mean, I don't know what they're doing. To be honest, I mean, I guess because Morgan would be a cap hit next year, so I guess maybe it has something to do with John. But I think this has something to do with this year. They want to give the young guys a chance, and I don't think they want to start them. To be honest, I think they just want to. They're doing what you asked for, Chris. If you're not going to keep them, get value. And I think that's kind of what they're doing. Bro, we're just trading him so Cosme can start. It's obvious. John Kime confirmed. Don't overthink it. It's that simple. If you don't believe me, look up John Kime's tweet. You don't let go of a RT like Moses. Whoever they plug in won't be better than Moses right away. Yeah, he won't be better than him, but it's not like Moses is some great right tackle. Morgan Moses is fine. Like, he's a good right tackle in the league. There's nothing wrong with him. But it's not like he's... I mean, it's not like he's irreplaceable or, like, unbelievable. And, yeah, I mean, if Cosme ends up getting the start, that's a downgrade. And, yeah, I mean, even if Leno ends up getting the start, that's a downgrade. But it's not, like, significant. That's a big deal. But at the same time, if you can get Moses, then or get good value for him, then there you go. I never said he was great. I mean, you said you don't let go of a right tackle like Moses. I mean, it kind of just sounds like you're saying he's great. Because, I mean, if they're not great, then you can let him go. What's wrong with that? My point is the right side of the will be vulnerable. I mean, I understand. I mean, you heard me say it earlier. Like, my ideal was not to get rid of Morgan Moses. I liked the depth we had. And, yeah, me and you were texting back and forth. But it's not the end of the world. It depends on what we can get for him. This is a natural byproduct of signing Charles Leno and drafting Sam Cosme. Was told Leno coming here to start at LT. Didn't draft Cosme in the second round to sit. I mean, Cosme could sit. Cosme definitely could sit. There's no doubt about that. My point is the right side alone will be vulnerable. If they can get value for him, good. I love it. Yeah, exactly. So there you go. Keeps the chances of us losing higher. Losing Moses is going to be a blip on the radar for our record. He doesn't win us games or lose us games. He's just there. All right, we're back into it. Westbrook has it. Gets it down low to Lopez. Lopez backing down Thompson, and he's going to do the hook shot across the middle, and good. All right, 90 to 82. We've been at this point now a few times, down by 8, but we have yet to surpass that in a long time. Kimba to Tristan. Tristan, who's number 45? I don't even know. Back to Tristan. Tristan, left wide open, doesn't want to take it, and stolen by Westbrook. Oh, they're going to call a foul against Westbrook? Westbrook's just saying, no, 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 no. I blew my nose. Any tissues in here or something? Also, who's the guy in the game right now? Langford, is that it? Or is it Cornette? 45. Must be Langford. Nesmith on the baseline. No good. And, oh, Hachimura couldn't get the rebound. Oh, but they're going to call a foul against Tatum. All right, I'll be right back. All right, sorry about that. Hopefully I didn't miss much. All right. So Ish Smith draws the foul on Tristan Thompson. So we're down 8 with 10:23 to go in the fourth quarter. What are you guys saying? Start St. Goat and start Forrest. Play Shaka and Bradley King. Play them all and see what you have this season is a wash anyway. Ritter, here we come. Chris, you know that's not happening. It's happening and it's realistic. Yeah, Tony and Bradley King starting over Chase and Sweat. Very realistic. Oh, turnover by the Wizards turns into Langford getting 2 free throw attempts for the Celtics. You said play them. Tweeted the thing earlier I said about Cosme and Leno. Well, there you go. Langford knocks down the first free throw, makes the second, missed the first. So it's 91-82 now. Wizards getting a pick. Westbrook, terrible shot. Doesn't even hit the rim. Oh, my Lord. Yeah, that was bad. And now we're coming back the other way. Fournier. Oh, stolen by Westbrook, though. Westbrook tries to, in and out, and draws the foul. Copied and pasted in chat. And the Discord, right? You can't copy and paste in the YouTube chat. They don't let that happen. All right, Westbrook. 2 free throw attempts. Up in air, bang. You're so ridiculous. Yeah, mid-season he's gonna be crying because he wants to win every single game, so it's all good. Or week 1 even. Week 1 he's gonna want to win, and he's gonna win every single game. All right. Russell Westbrook makes both free throws. Now finally breaks that down 8 barrier. Now is down 7. Tatum driving the lane. Can't get the layup. Oh, but draws the foul. Oh, Lopez. That was let's see. Did he hit him in the face? Didn't look like he hit him in the arm. He must have came down on his face a little bit. So he'll go to the line for 2 shots. Dallas and Giants are fighting for the NFC East crown. We'll see. Tatum makes the first shot. Back up to 8. Wizards. Wizards are getting close to being a spot where they need to make that move. Westbrook walking the ball up the court. Oh, attacking the basket and misses the layup. Can't get the left-hander to go. Westbrook is all over the place right now. This is terrible. 9:23 to go in the fourth quarter. Kemba has it for the Celtics. Tatum. Guarded by Westbrook. Behind the back, driving the baseline, attacking, and knocked away by Westbrook. Westbrook saying it's off his foot. Let's take a look here at this replay. Nope, they're not going to show us. I hate that. I feel like Chris is just trying to anger me, bro. We making the playoffs. Just remember, Chris predicted a 13-4 record, so don't let him fool you. All right, Tristan Thompson. 5 seconds on the shot clock. Kemba coming around. Fadeaway jumper across the middle is good. Lead back up to 11 for the Celtics. Ish Smith attacking. Euro step is going to get a foul called, and he will go to the line for 2 shots. Ish Smith giving some quality minutes off the bench. Well done. All right, Ish Smith's first free throw attempt is up and good. Bang. Bang. Second free throw is good. All right, so 95-96, down 9 with 9 to go. Langford walking it up court for the Celtics. And up, gets to Tristan Thompson, kicks out to Fournier, open 3, bang! Big three-pointer there for the Celtics to put them back up by 12. They will not let the Wizards claw their way back. Beal attacking the baseline, step back, and goes into him, tries to draw the foul, doesn't get it. The lean does not work. Fournier back to Kemba, wide open 3, off the front of the rim, no good. Oh no, my thing froze. Who's going to end up with it? The suspense is killing me. And Lopez gets it. Now we're coming back the other way. Ish Smith gets to Westbrook. Westbrook, nice pass inside to Bertans, and Bertans gets fouled and will go to the line for 2. Down 12 with 8:18 to go. Oh, snap. I may have spoken a little too soon. Bertans has a red mark on his neck. Maybe all that stuff I was talking about, Bertans was acting a little crazy for no reason. Maybe I was being a little rude. Does he normally have that red thing on his neck? I don't know. Bertans makes the first free throw. All right. Oh my god, I'm getting like this frozen shiznat, which is ridiculous. My internet is plenty good enough. Make sure the stream's working. Wait, what? Is my whole internet going down? What? Huh? How is that possible? Can you guys hear me? I don't understand. What the hell?